too bright on me.
Hello. Excuse me. But hello. Hello.
Still fucking, I'm white as fuck, so it's just glaring off me like snow.
Dude, I'm not much better. I'm not much better. If I don't tan, if I don't regularly see the sun on a regular basis, I'm very much the same kind of like. We get farmers tan during the summer, and then we're just fucking twilight the rest of everything else.
Still coming up super bright on me, but that's better.
Well,
I like.
Here, I'm sitting back in the chair.
Camera is coming too. I got it in the car. I just gotta save up a little bit. Do a couple other things I gotta do.
I'll be saving up. Just saving up in general.
Yeah.
After actually this paycheck, I'm gonna get the tax stuff done, and then I'm gonna save up until those checks come in, and then whatever I've got at that point will go towards whatever place, getting the car fixed, and maybe getting.
That's my. Like, I think
maybe getting a place, because
that's going to be. It's going to eat up like half of my money is the car. I gotta finish it off, get it working. That's like the thing.
Yeah. It's on all honesty, it may just be some, like, I put the fucking hose on it, and then I just drive it forward to wherever I'm moving, and then don't move it after that. You know what I mean? It's like, it's at my place. Fuck it. I can get it fixed after that. I can get it, do what I need to it.
Could be my first car, so I'm fine with paying a little bit of money and get it going. Like, first personal car, like, to where I'm not. It's no one else's. I'm not sharing it with anybody or anything like that. Yeah.
I get you. This is the first car I've gotten to actually drive. We had 2, 3. We had 3. Well, I got to drive the van that we had. But yeah, this is my, like, under my name, under my insurance, under my own.
I forgot about the mic.
Like, you're good. Like you said with yours, it's I own it. It's mine. It's not a nobody can touch it kind of thing.
Yeah. It's not going anywhere.
No.
Unless you want it to go. Yeah.
I
Evening, everybody.
Yeah.
Morning, whatever. Day. Afternoon, whatever the fuck it is.
Whatever it is for you.
Yeah.
There's nothing.
Welcome again to another wonderful episode of Come.
Cousin.
Yeah. Become a cousin. Share, subscribe, like, all the things that you're supposed to do. Whatever. Enjoy yourself. That's what you want to do.
Pleasure yourselves. Enjoy yourselves. Soak up.
A little bit of a different setup, as you can tell. We're still exploring. This is not our final shit. Everything will be. Yeah.
We'll get it 6.
We'll get it. We'll be doing this for a while. We'll be with y'all. Yeah, you're stuck with us. I was telling seeing Andrew Wilson on Joe Rogan. I was telling you, and I was telling Kim, I meant to tell you this. He started like 2001, maybe early 2001, maybe late 2020. I don't know, but that's when he started his podcast, and he's now appeared on the Joe Rogan show.
Right.
And like I've been a fan of Rogan's for years, and
that was the guy at the beginning that used to like wrap orders into the pizza places, right?
No.
A different dude?
No, he is a, guess you would call him a political commentator, satirist, debater.
I've noticed that he is very
debater.
much the intellectual conversationalist on a variety of avenues of intellect.
Like he's got the Crucible, which is pretty cool. Just the idea of like he's got this channel where he like goes and invades these TikToks, like has TikTok debates, gets on TikTok and debates people on TikTok, and then like just the idea that he'll like debate people in general. And that's like what he does. Like I would. It could be argued that part of his fame comes from the Whatever podcast. That's like a dating podcast in which he goes on there. It's a lot of women, and then there's usually like 2-3 guys maybe, and they like have conversations about what the girls are going through with dating and like how the dating is, and then the guys will give feedback or like give their point of view. I think he's got a little bit of fame from that too, quite a bit of fame from that. It's really cool. I really enjoy him because the way he logically brings the conversation together. The point is though, like he started only 5 years ago.
Right.
Like at most 5 years ago,
yes.
5.5 years ago, maybe. Because it's just the beginning of 2026, and he's on the biggest podcast of them all. Like,
yeah, he's like I feel like he's like the ESPN of commentary and, like you said, debating.
Yeah.
Just
like, and just the fact that Rogan got him on, like, had him on after such a meteoric rise, I guess, kind of.
Yeah, like
he was a robotics engineer before that, a robotics mechanic before that.
Joe Rogan?
No, Andrew Wilson.
Oh, yeah.
So Andrew Wilson, prior to 2020, was a robotics mechanic. By robots, I mean like big machines that would do complicated tasks.
Yeah, like the arms of Toyota that paint cars.
Yeah, I'm not talking about like fucking Bicentennial Man or anything like that. Yeah, not an android.
No, not like the things they got for in the Tesla picking up shit.
And then 2020 happened, and he just started like debating people online, Andrew Wilson, and then just took that to a platform of YouTube and TikTok,
and just ventured
and
with
just
that.
Like he's ran with that, like just debating people about his worldview or debating people on their worldview
about his worldview,
and then using his worldview to inform his own decisions is what I would class. Like he mostly like asks somebody about their own worldview, gets their own worldview, and then logically demonstrates why their worldview, when you lay it out in a certain way, is probably wrong.
I get you.
Yeah, and then he tries to, uphold his own standards for his own worldview, which is like Christian ethics. And I'm not necessarily I'm not a Christian. I sympathize with them because I've, been raised that way. And then
ethics
I think a lot of our laws and protections, rights, come from a Christian ethics kind of thing.
Mindset, yeah.
Yeah, and so I'm thankful for it. And so I'm sympathetic to the Christian, but I'm not Christian myself.
You get that.
Odin, Thor, Loki, in Norse.
Whatever answers the call when I die.
I'm going to Valhalla or to hell. Either one.
Whoever's standing there at the end.
I think it ends up. This is a whole religion talk that we'll get into, but ultimately, where you go, I think it's a lot of determinant on what you believe.
Yeah.
What you think is going to happen is what you're going to experience. And when you get bored of that, it's going to change. You may be reborn then, or you may be taken off to something else, or you may realize, oh shit, actually I'm just part of the universe. The universe is everything is conscious. And I'm just part of this conscious being that's creating this weird thing to keep himself entertained. And this is fucking boring because I've already know everything. Let's go back to Earth.
We're the Sim character.
Yeah, I was like, it's a weird. Who knows? Who the fuck knows? Nobody knows, honestly.
And like Shelley said, it's that blind faith in what you believe is to be real.
Because that's what everybody will end up pushing. Everybody will end up pushing what they actually believe will happen. They're like, no, this is why it will happen this way. And it's like, yeah, I don't know for sure.
Yeah, we don't.
I have my own personal belief, but I will say, who the fuck knows? Who the fuck knows? I don't know. I hope I'm right.
Yeah, exactly. It's one of those things where it's like, I don't want to go to hell.
And if I do go to hell, I want it to be the hell that like I believe in. I don't want it to be like a hell that
like everyone's chained up on the walls by their testicles and
part of like what I believe that it would be hell is like what my dad thinks happens when you die. He thinks you just go dark, nothing exists. Like that sounds like hell.
Void.
Just
like the emptiness.
Like
the alone.
I don't understand.
Unknowing darkness.
Yeah, I don't understand it. I don't understand how that's comforting, or I don't understand how to exist in something like that.
The things that lurk in the shadows.
It frustrates me. So it's like you were saying earlier about like things you don't understand. So I was like, yep.
As a young kid, there's a lot of those things when you're younger.
Don't understand.
Your brain is so unfull of information. Yeah. But I can get him though. It's like you get to a certain point where it's like, all I just want is the darkest serene of peace, like, silence.
When he sleeps, he's like, I'm just practicing.
Yeah.
Getting ready for the big dirt nap. I'm like, do you not have dreams? I was like, no. He's like, no, I don't know. But man, I couldn't imagine not having dreams. I love dreams. That's why I like sleep. That's the only reason I like sleep. It's the only reason. Besides that, I don't want to sleep.
As a kid, I used to remember a lot of my dreams. And sometimes they'd be like, they weren't dreams, they were nightmares. Especially after I saw the Ring Lady.
Ooh.
Yeah, after I saw the Ring
like
movies.
From the movie? Okay.
Yeah. The lady that crawled out on TV. Yeah, in my imagination, she had a spider ass. Like it was her, and then from hip down, it was just arachnid. Shit. And I'd fall asleep, but then I'd wake up in my room, and then just be on the ceiling, just in the corner, staring at me with its ass, like, spider undulating, just kind of pulsing. And then, like, I'd go to, like...
yeah, because you suffered from sleep paralysis.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And that would account for why you see it after you wake up.
And then...
Okay.
So then I'd, like, try and fucking...
Or it's real, and that's even worse.
Oh, that's fucked up. But, like, I'd try and roll off the bed and get underneath the bed. And this is, again, all in dreamscape, what have you. And then, like, after that, I'd be running or whatever, your normal, like... usually it was a lot of... I fell off
so this was in your dream.
Yeah.
You'd fall asleep. And
then
wake up in your dream.
In the dreamscape.
Oh.
And then I'd go through this nonsense journey. Yes, not in the reality.
I misunderstood that you would be dreaming, then you would dream about her, and then you'd wake up and she'd be over there in the corner. And then you'd be like, oh shit.
I'd be like, at the age of like 8, and I'm just like, oh, fuck this. So then that was usually the, like, in my mind, I was like, wait out the patience until she's like moving. If she starts to move towards you, then move. But no. Nope. So usually I'd like roll off of the bed and then I'd fall into nothingness. And that would be the sudden drop that I'd fucking wake up from. And then Dad would be like, hey, can you go up and give me sodas? And I'm like, fuck. But like, I didn't get those ones kind of often. Usually it was just odd. Just oddly weird dreams.
On the subject of dreams, to bring it back around,
dreams
is that like my dream is that eventually, I told Kim this, I was like, listen, I don't know when it'll happen, but before Rogan dies, I'll sit on the chair opposite him. We will sit. We will sit on the opposite side of Joe Rogan. He will interview us and ask us like about our story and everything, because like I truly
that would be interesting. I'm not going to turn down the opportunity.
Yeah, because like I feel like the more we dive into like the fucking just the ideals that we have for like the sitcoms and like the little shit like nonsense. That. Yeah, the ridiculous shit, the jokes, the funny, and then also going into the curious of like correlating with the funny stuff is also this information dump of the shit that like most people might not hear about, and so it's like you bring that with the skits, and then like that's not going to stop. Like if we go to do something besides just these live sit down shows, like which would be awesome to like actually do other stuff, like go fucking do interviews and shit like that, like go to rallies and stuff like that and just interview people.
I get you.
Like just as like just because it'd be fun to like as a person just try to be curious. Like I'm just gonna. Are you really? Like I'd be like very blunt with them. Like I'm gonna purposely be blunt, no matter what the rally is, to be like and then like have a genuine conversation, but also bring a little bit of like levity to it, and by pushing back against whatever they're
like bring it's what are they
think about this logically kind of situation.
My mom calls it breaking the monotony.
Yeah, like,
it's like they are there for a riot or for this whatever, but it's like come on now, what you really here for?
And then like doing other shit like the skits and stuff like that. It's the two lesbian inventory auditors in rural America, like just that ideal that we were discussing.
Yes.
Like I feel like the Bigfoot thing that we were that I was discussing, those were kind of like you were bringing up the different versions of it, and just like all of this could be doesn't have to be played out in like huge movie type styles.
No,
it could end up being like just skit kind of shit,
like a Cloud Storm 9 kind of thing, or like a Saturday Night Live kind of deal. Like it's or like a fucking I don't know, a History Mountain, like we did, Discovery Channel spoof fucking TV show.
Because I feel like this is a good, what would you say, a foot in the door type of thing.
Yes.
With what we're doing, with getting down and just like exploring all these ideas. Eventually, like if we get to a place to where we're able to do something bigger, different, like we'll have a bigger team first off, so we'll have people to work with. Who would help us with like the logistics of the skits, the acting, have the other actors, or even having like cameramen when we go to like rallies and stuff like that, or like do stupid shit like Bigfoot hunting.
I get you. Just like the not necessarily like we don't care about the background people.
Yeah.
But the people that would make the show possible.
Yeah, to do more than just just to sit down conversation.
Camera guy that runs around in the fucking forest with us.
Editor's like one of the probably the first things that we'll have to like really look into is somebody who can get it to where we can have multiple cameras, and they'll be like switching between us talking. Like it'll show you when you're talking, and it'll show me when I'm talking. It'll show a back shot of like
my ass.
Yeah.
No,
why not? We'll just have a camera back every once in a while. We'll just so it's like that kind of shit. Like
but I get you for like it'll be different angles for different purposes.
It was stupid. Like some stupid angles. Like maybe we do have like a camera angle back.
Just like at the top of the chair, just like, down into my sewer crack.
Yeah, you just
you're like, wow, that's just one hole.
Hit the, so just the expansion of it. That's the dream of like we will. It's not like I don't see it being impossible at all. There's enough ideals with that between us. There's enough potential for this. So I don't know. I just was thinking about that, like with the whole Rogan and interviewing Andrew Wilson after such a short amount of time, like.
It's one of those things where it's like, and I know we probably look like we're jumping on the bandwagon kind of deal, but it's like if you are going to do it, if you are going to be those kind of people, it's like, hey, we're just here to get our thoughts out here and hope to God that somebody down the line either gets, I don't know if it's helped, but like, or relate to it. If we're one of those people that smooth along down the train with it, then
and this is all meta shit, like behind
behind the curtains.
Not even about This is just but it's important to like
think about
flesh
that, have
out,
that,
and then have it like I was
outlined, not necessarily fine lined, just this is what we may want to happen. Yeah. This is a field of possibility of things inside of it.
And if you want to get like all woo-woo about it, you just be like, it's called Manifest Destiny. You're just like pointing out, this is where we'd like to go. Let's think about that. Let's picture that. And that's like...
Here's the in-between.
Let's make that reality. You know, like you create reality. What you think is real. And what you will is only what you think.
Inspire your dreams and become the power you want to be.
So it's like the power is within you. It's like, like maybe that's not exactly true.
It is kind of corny and cheesy, but in the same instance of it, it is like you. The possibility is here.
What are we gonna go? Are we gonna go to negative viewers?
Yeah, exactly. It's like, and I mean, yeah, we could like.
We could lose you.
Something drastic could happen. Yeah, whoever one person is watching this, we could lose that one person.
It's possible, but
it is.
To go negative viewers?
I don't think so. Yeah, do they hate you? Is that what a dislike is?
YouTube's like, we hate you so much, so we actually took some of your view.
Let me just hold on. They're at 3. It's okay.
So we can only go up from here, but it's like also like thinking of like all the possibilities from up.
Yeah.
What does all the possibilities from up here mean? It's like it's a cone right now still.
It's like when
we're at the bottom of the cone. We have all these possibilities, or maybe we're at the.
It's like you're standing at the foot of a tree trunk, and you're looking up at the tree, watching all the branches.
You got all your branches that are branching. Exactly. So you like choose what branch you want to go.
Yeah,
maybe you take different branches.
Maybe you do multiple at the same time.
Do it. It made me look at it like that a little bit better. Just seeing that happen for Andrew and just being like, holy shit, this is possible. It's like. It's very possible. I don't see, like, he's entertaining. Andrew Wilson is extremely entertaining, but he doesn't do, he's very particular and very niche on his end of, like, what he talks about and what he kind of debates. And like
very one-tracky.
Yeah, and so it's like, if we leave it open for right now,
for a vast
we have all the
possibilities
of filling in multiple niches, possibly, or just one niche, or maybe, again.
We could take one day just to talk about fucking NASCAR Hot Wheels.
And so it just opens. It's like, we have more. Shit.
There's more avenues of possibility and potential instead of just the advantage of a possibility and potential.
What is it called? Multiple avenues, multiple
avenues.
We're like 100-sided die. And he may be a 6-sided die. There you go. Yeah.
Multiple faucets.
Yeah.
Or facets, not faucets.
He may even be a 12-sided die, but he's still not a 100-sided die.
We could turn around from those NASCAR.
And there's going to be people who are fucking 1,000-sided dies,
In turn, it is so very much we may not be the worst.
We're not going to be the best, but
exactly.
I think we've got the potential. I really do feel like there's definitely the potential for us to
go up.
Yeah. And on that note, unless you had something else you wanted to add. Okay, I figured we'd get into these news stories that are fucking hilarious. I wanted to bring some levity because I noticed our last episode was a little deep introspection. Very serious. Again, multiple niches, go different branches. We made Monkey Branch even.
Yeah.
Between episodes.
Oh yeah.
You never know what the fuck you're gonna get. It's all live, unfiltered.
Welcome. Do we mention we had ADHD?
I don't know if I have ADHD. I never got tested, but it's possible. I did take Vyvanse for a little while, and it helped immensely. I was so focused. It was like almost like an Adderall type thing. It's like a Ritalin.
I know if I take energy drinks or coffee, I become very like, we're doing what now?
Yeah, it was.
But I've never taken Adderall or anything like that. But I get you. I can understand.
I only took it for like 2 months, but it was good. Like it was very productive, very
high brain functioning.
Yes, I enjoyed how
life
was on it. It was just better.
I get you.
Okay, so I go recently read here. We're doing smart news. So first one I want to do is because this is kind of I ended up seeing.
I need to get that out of there.
I ended up seeing a couple of smart news stories about it, but I had learned this on YouTube. But this woman, okay, teacher, she is arrested for sleeping with a 17-year-old student. I think she's like 23.
Wait a minute, what?
Like 23, 24-year-old teacher. She. Yes, female teacher. She's like 23, 24, I think. She sleeps with a 17-year-old, and worse, gets worse.
He's 17
so much
in like
worse.
11 months
So
and 29 days.
It was in the bed that she shared with her husband. Her husband was out on a hunting trip or something like that, and she was banging the 17-year-old in the bed.
She's getting her beaver dug out.
Yeah. So there was.
That's hard to imagine.
What ended up making me realize the story is that some come up about on. There were some text messages that were released on between them. And
that would make sense. Something has to happen.
Yeah, she was talking about how she loved how he touched her. He said something about, I don't know if it was him or her, it was like, we should have filmed it this last time.
You were, what in the God's green earth makes you think, not only after the fact that you cheated on your husband with some kid, that you're like, I need to nurture him. I need to hold him in a warm embrace.
She did say, I need to relearn Snapchat next time, so I guess to Snapchat video it.
But, like, what?
Yeah.
Why?
And she's like talking about she's getting mad at the girls when they're talking about her in class. Like the girls in the class are talking about him, and she could feel herself getting mad. I'm like,
he's your student, woman. Like, I'm sorry that you taught him Spanish for like 4 years.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
It was just like, and the story that caught my attention was that after all these text messages had come out and everything.
Like, if you had a deal, go ahead.
She like got caught by this, or got caught because the rumor started going around. I'm like, dude, you couldn't even keep your mouth shut about it? Shut your fucking mouth. Yes. You're begging this chick, and like, and then she's your teacher? Shut up.
Like, you could have been very vague for one and be like, man, I had some great goings on last night. Yeah. And that's great. But, like, for one, no names, okay? I was always taught stuff like that happened behind closed doors for a reason.
Yeah.
Not only because you are the accomplice to, what do they call it? Leper? Or is it the disease?
Leprosy?
Yeah. Either way, you're coitus with somebody you shouldn't. Like, it's already in a commitment. I mean, granted, you guys do know this. It's consensual. It's not like that, obviously. They go the step further, and they're like, let's create a fucking OnlyFans account. I mean, not actually, but they're like, we can make money off of this. Why would you videotape it? Yeah. For what God's green earth would make you want to videotape it?
Yeah.
Is it like, so when you leave him, you can just be like, look at this sex tape we made in our bed that you spend like $40,000 to get there.
And then
you're just like, these cashmere sheets, they've had another young man's sweaty ball sack come all over it.
Oh, and just a caveat, he's still with her. The husband is still with her. Last night,
he comes back from the trip and he's like, well, you really have to teach those kids.
Yeah.
And sometimes that's the best lesson.
And so some of the kids were telling senior staff, I'm like, what the fuck are you? What tattletales are you, man? Your guys' pictures need to be on a wall. Don't tell these people any secrets, okay? Good God, man.
They're like, what'd you do when you went over to Miss Johnson's house? And they're like...
Your mic's not on. I just see lights off.
Oh, we're there now. We're there now. I think we had it. I had it on earlier. I think I had it on earlier.
Either way, the audio picks it up like it was like
either way.
last time.
Yeah, they're like, "What did you do? What'd you go over to do at Miss Johnson's house?" He's like, "Oh man, I can't tell you guys. You said to keep it a secret. Mr. Johnson shouldn't know." And then they're like, "What?"
Yeah.
They're like, I thought you just went over there for Spanish lessons. Hold on.
I guess his mom also like went through text messages and seen some of the texts and contacted police. And oh, by the way,
contacted police.
Yeah, okay, 2 years probation
for the lady.
$700 fine. Yeah, that's it.
That's fair. That's fair. If you're gonna charge anybody
sex offender registry for 10 years as well.
Oh god damn.
So she did get hit with that. That was
my thing. Is like the dude's 17. Okay, I'm sorry, but anybody past like the age I feel of, well, you start driving at 14. But most kids nowadays let their kids out of the house and roaming around at like, well, 14, but you drive around at 15. Is that what I said? That's what I meant to say.
You said 14. I was wondering. I was like,
no,
I don't know.
I don't either.
I didn't live here in Indiana at 14. It seems early.
No, here in Indiana it was 15. But that's like when kids are starting to get out and about and things, start to see different things, notice different things, feel things on their own, make their own decisions, that type of shit. So like, I could see if it was a girl, I would see a different case, because unfortunately, usually unless the teacher looks like fucking Ryan Reynolds or one of those dudes off the Calvin Klein commercials, it's usually rape. Usually.
See, and if it was,
vice versa,
if it was rape, I would be like, I agree.
Okay. Yeah.
But if it's just under the aspect of like what she's being charged with,
of just I'm sorry.
Equality.
Yeah.
Equality. I'm sorry. Doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. You should get the same amount of time as a man would have got if he would have done it with a woman. Now, obviously, the kid liked it because he was like texting. We should have filmed it.
Yeah, there was no non-consensualness about it. He wasn't like, no, don't touch me there.
Yeah. So. And so, if there was the same case with a man a man and a girl at 17. Like they should be charged with the same. As vice versa. Yes, same thing, because
if
she liked it, if the 17-year-old girl. But ultimately, I'm just also like, how about this is a good solution for this?
Like they have the Romeo and Juliet law.
Don't hire teachers under 30 or 35. To teach high schoolers or anybody who's a teenager.
Anybody after.
If you're under 35 years old, guess what? You have to teach like preschoolers and kindergartners in grade school. And not 4th or 5th grade. just in case. Just in case.
Like past.
Like how many.
Once you start getting into middle school.
How many victims do we have to like allow? Is one okay? Is it okay to do that one time? To allow, how many women should we allow to be teachers, or men for that matter, at that age? Men are a little bit different even. I don't know.
Yeah, we had
the problem is that the stats on female teachers is way worse. Like they do the sexual essay. They do the essay more than male teachers. Whether that's because there's more women teacher. Or because they're women. I don't know.
I've noticed.
Don't know. I've looked into the stats. I do know though that women do perpetuate essay on minors. Female teachers
are more
do essay to minors than male teachers do.
Yes.
And
I've heard that as well. I've not had it happen to me, but I've understood that.
So it's just like, how many victims is it okay to do to make sure that it's.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. I don't know where you saw that exactly. Probably I would suggest like homeschooling, but also that's a danger too because that's a pretty
then
bad.
The household has its own deal of seclusion
because
of messes stuff as well.
The chances of being essayed by a family member are statistically higher than a stranger as well. So it gets, I don't fucking know. I just don't know.
Them in the same
so I'm not here to bring. I don't know. But the fact is though that like there's these text messages released, and she had the ball. The ending of it was she has the balls to be like, yeah, the female teacher, my mental health has been damaged by this, and I am so ashamed for all the pain I've caused. Bitch, no, you're not ashamed. You're not ashamed, because if you were to have been ashamed at all,
we both know.
Maybe a hotel room rather than the bed that you share with your husband. I don't know. That seems like it would be something that somebody ashamed would do. Is like, we're going to do it, but we're going to go to a hotel room. We're not going to do it in the bed that I sleep with my husband every night. I don't know. That was my kind of take on it. I thought it was comedic in the aspect like she's like, my mental health has been damaged. It's like you did something that you shouldn't have done, and your mental health is hurt. Damaged. Yeah, that's kind of called consequences. That's not mental health.
You have guilt and shame. What? You got caught, so now you're like, I feel bad.
Yeah, do you really feel bad that you did it, or did you feel bad that you got caught?
yeah. But like my thing is the fact that they're like, I don't understand. Like, I guess I do. Like, stupidity has no limits. But it's like you've already committed the said act itself, not only on the bed that multiple children, I would assume, have gotten born or consummated to, and you go further and you're like, let's get a video of it.
Yeah. This is the teacher McKenna Kindred, just 33. Yeah. 33.
And I'm sorry. Any teacher younger than 20, and any teacher older than 45.
Yeah, you went over there to watch a movie.
He went over there to make a movie. For a site not where Disney watches theirs.
The teen said he didn't leave until close to 11:30 that night.
Didn't leave? He didn't pull out till then.
Where the fuck are your parents, bro?
Yeah!
Where the fuck are your parents? Hey, bro, where are you?
Hey, I'm
learning from Mrs. Kindred.
Mrs. Kindred is teaching me.
It's 10 o'clock at night. Come the fuck home.
You gotta go to school tomorrow. Oh, it's the weekend. You have football. You have to go to school tomorrow. No, I'm gonna get over here and make sure I ace the Spanish test, because she's gonna show me her something. And I can't. Sorry, I was gonna say punta, but that's not what I was thinking of. That's a bad word.
Yeah. So the teen was the one that wanted to film it.
He's got her shoe. He wanted to see
one of the messages sent by the teen to Kindred read, "Mom, glad I could satisfy you."
Wait a minute.
What?
That's a whole, Mom? Yeah, that's a whole different variety of things now. So is that why the mom was worried? Is that why she looked at the tape? She was like,
I imagine.
Hold on, he's been cheating on me.
Who you calling mom?
And I'm sorry.
And also, ew.
Yeah, I am not. I'm sorry. I'm not calling my other half mom. Mom, just mom. Hey, mom.
Just mom.
Hi, mom.
Like, little mama, maybe.
Hey mom. How you doing, mom?
Maybe, but yeah, definitely not.
Let me get some of that, mom. You know what I mean? It's like, no. But if I can see, like, I'm a weird fucker, so I could be like, I could see where someone's like, "You're looking fine today, mommy."
I could see.
You know what I mean? Or like, you know what I mean? Or like, damn, that's a hot mama.
Yeah.
But not
mom. Hey, mom.
Hey, mom. You're looking like a real good mom today. That hot mom right there. Just mom. Mom. That's like the equivalent.
Mom, just getting it.
Yeah, just
mom.
Oh, mom. Oh, mom. Yes, mom. Oh, that's right where the spot is, mom. Oh, mom. Oh, mom.
So along the lines of this, there's another one it's a Florida woman who's charged with posing as a teen to molest 5 middle school age boys. Right?
Where are these women at for us? They're worried about these teenage boys. Like, you need attention.
Right? Yeah. Do we need to start dressing like
attention?
We just need to start dressing up as a teenage boy.
Oh my lordy!
That's all.
Wait, how does that work? Does the crime equal out the crime that they're trying to commit, or does that make us worse for trying to outwit their crime?
I don't know. So the
dad of the paramount of rape go.
The dad of the rape, Florida woman, right, has claimed that she's the real victim. She's mentally defective, and she's the real victim of the sex crimes.
How do you?
She grew up in a good Christian home.
And how old is she?
And mental disorders: ADHD, ADD, OCD, Tourette syndrome, anxiety, anorexia. Yeah, that's not. I don't think that's not a good home. I don't care what you say. You can say it's a Christian home, but it's not a. Like, you can't have that many things going on with you and be like, I have no trauma at all. Where did all that come from?
Yeah.
Where did all that come from? I'm sorry. You just rolled the lottery and you just rolled ones on all of those diseases?
They're like, you have a Hallmark card family. You go to Kmart every day. That's where you get your groceries. Your dad works as the mayor. Your mom is the coordinator for the school.
But that many? Like, you got hit with that.
You have, what was it? ADHD, OCD.
ADHD, ADD, OCD, Tourette syndrome, and anorexia.
You got Tourette's. So on the top of the fact that you can't keep a thought together, or the fact that you have an odd amount of...
You have to refocus on the same thought over and over.
Yeah, like you are...
But you forget what thought you were thinking about because you have ADHD.
Oh my God.
Like, and then you just sorry for you.
I am sorry for that person, but they are the epitome of a walking and skipping CD.
Okay, she may be a victim. She may be a victim, but just not of those sex crimes.
Yeah, no. She's just a victim of God's hate. She said, He loves me. Jesus is great.
She was 22.
Well, my bad. God doesn't hate. I'm sorry.
Shit. 30 sexual acts.
On her?
With a boy between the ages of 12 and 15.
Did he age? Is that why it changed?
Lord, probably.
It was the same guy.
Damn,
30 times.
She fell in love with the dude.
You mean
she just fell in love with the dude?
She's like, I've groomed him at this point. Fuck it. I'll just marry him.
Like 30 times with the same guy? Is that what we're saying here? That's love. I don't know.
It was only after the 30th time that she figured out that was the magical time. He hit his growth spurt finally, and she understood.
This is why I love this smart news app, because of this shit that's like ridiculous. Another one here. Same storyline, same person, right?
Like I don't.
So she called. This is another article, but it calls. So she calls her boyfriend or her
other
victim.
Because
that's what they said. Her victim.
Her victim.
Right? Little
her
bastard.
Boyfriend, her murderer.
Little bastard. That's what she would call him. So she would text him and call him little bastard.
Come here, little bastard.
Yeah. So I don't.
Like the picture, she's like the epitome of a Victoria's Secret model, and then she's like opens her mouth and it's just like, get over here. Mama needs some chocolates.
What you were saying about like 15's the age you start going out and doing stuff. That's kind of tied into. I thought about it what you were saying because I seen this. So the 15-year-old girl got pregnant by a 12-year-old boy. Yeah. No.
I don't know a lot of 12-year-old boys who are like, damn, that's hung. I need that inside me.
Yeah.
How does that work? Which one is that?
Listen. They're both. Look, the girl, maybe not so much, but the boy, look at his past. What is going on with his family? Look into that, please. Investigate. There's something there.
Yeah, the age of 12, but he's just like, okay.
Yeah, he's like, and she says
it's got curves.
In the article. It says that he was more sexually like ready sooner than she was. Like he was trying to bang sooner than she was. I'm just like,
that's worse. That's like,
so that's what I'm saying. Like something's going on with him at 12 years old.
He's already
just like, I gotta get it in. I gotta get.
Daddy needs a little bit of.
I'm not only gonna get it in, but I'm gonna skip 2 grades.
2 grades. He skipped 3. He was like, she's got a license. She's gonna take me to Pizza Mom.
And then her having a baby. She's on a TV show, by the way.
She's on a TV show.
What is this called? Unexpected.
Unexpected. Do you think
yeah.
That's it? That's all they gave that? You really think it's unexpected?
And people are like blowing up the article. Is all about like these people saying that they're using her for money. Right?
Who's like, using her for money?
Her parents. That her parents are like
like they
using her for money.
They to proctored this so that way.
And so then like
she'll be the next teen mom.
So like one argued that they're absolutely this is a quote. They are absolutely using their 15-year-old daughter for money and internet fame, right? And then he ends up commenting, due to all the trolls and the women quickly being known as what I have to say on TV as the unscrewables, they're going to make season 7 hot. It's going to be a hot season. They support and take care of me. They help take care of my kid because that's from the girl. But it says, we're going to be able to buy a lot of groceries, so thank you all. Thank you all, and have a good night. So, like, they're like, you're just definitely using her for money. And they're like, yeah, and...
Huh, it's almost like I had a kid.
Wow, that's kind of like... Also, I don't know. I don't really agree with this TV show. Like, they're like, we're trying to bring awareness to the difficulties of it. It's like, also, you're normalizing it. You're making it seem like, oh, this is normal.
This is on TV now.
Watch these. You go through it. They go through it too. It's normal for you to go through this. This happens.
It's normal.
Like, no, it shouldn't fucking happen.
No, you should not.
And also, what happens to like?
You should
get to keep that kid. Does he get to go to court for rights? At 13? Does he like get to get a lawyer and be like, I need 50% custody?
If he's not,
she's like, you don't work, and he's like, bitch, neither do you.
He's like, what do you do? She's like, I follow around and have people follow me around with cameras while I take a shit with a baby inside me. And he's like,
I don't know. I don't agree with the TV show, but also it is kind of a genius response for them to be like, you're using him for money, and they're like, I'm going to get a lot of groceries. I don't give a shit. Fuck you. Like, if that's,
like what are you going to do when you're getting that money?
You're an asshole. Well, yeah, kind of like if you're put in that situation, are you really going to turn down a paycheck like that that's actually going to help take care of that child?
I mean,
like, if you actually use it to take care of the child, don't fucking blow it on.
It is a very
new shoes and car.
Yeah, look, if there's a Maserati sitting out in the yard in the next week, they didn't go to Kmart to get groceries.
Get some fucking diapers, whatever you need to make the childhood toys.
Yeah,
new crib, car seat, get all that shit, and
fucking flashcards when they get old enough. You know,
even paid like you're gonna need babysitters because you want to finish school. Try to finish school.
Yeah, you are young enough at that point.
Try to. Yeah. But it's just like the normalization of it. I don't agree with. I'm like, that's crazy that 12-year-olds having sex, and then there's a 15-year-old girl fucking a 12-year-old boy, and some of them were trying to say that it's criminal. I'm like, it's not criminal.
No,
I would advocate for it to be criminal. I would be, because I'm the opposite of like, I get what you're saying. Like, once you're 15, you're just out there. There's a possibility of doing it. I actually think like, yeah, that's true. you also have the possibility of stealing more. But do you steal?
Exactly.
You don't steal because it's illegal.
Right.
Not because it's not right. Some of it's that's not right. But a lot of it, if it's a corporation that's charging you $2, like the product is $3.18, and $2.50 of that is profit. Is it really wrong to steal one of them and buy another one? If they're still getting money, they're still making money.
And they're still getting
it
twice
becomes
the
like,
amount of profit.
Is a corporation wrong for charging you that money?
No.
The corporation would say no, and I would say, yeah, fuck you.
I mean, they are, but are you also wrong for seeing past their gimmick of them charging you for?
It comes down to a moral conversation. Like that's why I'm saying, like,
the grays in between.
You don't end up not stealing just because it's immoral. Like you also don't steal even when it is moral to like. Do you steal to feed your sister that's starved to death?
Yeah.
Well, then is it moral to steal, or is it immoral not to steal? Or is it immoral to steal?
Yeah.
Like it becomes, again, the
you're doing it out of necessity.
What ends up being is like one of the deterrents is it lawful or is it unlawful? That could be a big deterrent. It's like weed was this way for the longest time. Yeah. People didn't want to do it. They wanted to do it. They were like, man, I would really like to do it, but it's illegal. Like, and they would hide behind, I can't do it. I can't be around it because it's illegal. Not because it's immoral, not because it's wrong. Because somebody told me. But it's illegal, and so I don't want to get arrested, so I'm not going to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
And then that's that same kind of instance, but that's kind of like where
exactly that's where I would push for. Not really jail time. I don't want to put kids in jail. That's fucking wrong. But I definitely do want them to get to where if you have sex before a certain age, you have a civil penalty. You have to do some sort of work, like you have to do community service. You have to go through like you can call it a radio education class if you want. I don't give a fuck if that's what you want to call it. An education class about why you shouldn't have sex prior to having a real relationship with somebody.
The
like kind of situation, not even necessarily that, but more like understand that this can happen if you do have sex. If you do have sex, guess what? Now you got to go to a class and you got to answer all the questions. Yeah. You got to take a test. It just gives an extra thing of like, if we find out you have sex, guess what? You got to take this extra class. And if you passed it and we find out next week that you had sex again, guess what? You got to go right back through that fucking same class again. And this time you got to go through it twice because you're a twice offender. And so it just drains your time, keeps you out from the possibility of doing that. Will it make kids like shut up about having sex? Yes, that's part of part of good. That's because not normalizing it. Don't talk about it, so it's not normal, and then less people will do it because they'll be like pressured into it. I was pressured into it at 16 because everybody else was doing it around me. Even at 16, and like that's kind of late compared to a lot of stories that I've heard.
I was 19.
So that's even later.
So I get that.
But it was like I should not have done it, and I don't think that she should have done it, and I was number 13 on her list, so she had been doing it quite a bit before that. But I still felt like she shouldn't have been doing it even before that, and I just like, maybe it's a personal preference thing, but I also look at everybody who's ever done it as a teen, and the majority of them don't end up with the person that they did it with. Yeah. And the majority of them are like, yeah, I don't know why I did it. I felt good at the moment. Maybe they enjoyed it even, but at the end, it comes at a cost.
It was really just
a chance to lower that harm that maybe I work from the framework of harm reduction as much as possible. I don't know what it is, but just to lower that number would go a long way. Just implementing something to where if you find out you have sex or if we think you have sex, guess what? You got to get some sort of mediocre punishment that's not like
and I'm not
a stain
saying,
on your record or nothing like that. It's just
like if the gal was 33 and the dude was like 20 or 45 and the dude was like, I don't know, 26. You're both at an age where it's like you are competent adults. You should know better. It's not the age
just
gap.
For the kids. Yeah.
It's just the simple fact of like.
It's not even about the age gap. Like if it was a 15-year-old and a 15-year-old had sex and had a baby, I'd still be pushed for the same thing as the 15 and 12-year-old. Same punishment.
15-year-olds don't need to be parents. Yes. Not even like I'm 24, and it's like
as soon as you sign up for the military as a man, you have to sign up in order to vote. 18, as soon as you're able to do that, if the government can tell you what to do with your body, I can't tell you what to do with your body.
But
I can't even suggest what to do with your body.
If you ask advice, it's different. But like, yeah, if the government can tell you to do with your body, I'm pretty for sure you can do with your body.
Yeah.
What you will. And it's like, I mean, yes, now it is 21 for drinking and smoking.
Which is ridiculous. That's still
but
insane. You can get a loan at 18.
Yeah. Anything else, but you can't drink and smoke.
Yeah.
No.
It's insane.
We can become an honorable person of society. But enjoy yourself?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
No. But like, but that's my kind of thing with it. You know, in the range of 18 to 21, you know, maybe that's when you should possibly start venturing out and seeing things. And I'm not saying that just because I did, but it's like, you are willing to die and can be willing to die for your country. So why not? That could be fucking tomorrow. Why not figure out some of the shit that you may want before, you know, you die tomorrow? If that is the case.
I gotta take a piss.
You're good.
If you want to discuss this is the next story.
Yeah.
You can read it if you want to, or you just kind of skim over and then give them an overview of what it is. I just thought that was.
I love the headline. It starts out great. I'm assuming you're already aware of it. All right. This is a. Dear Abby, my wife has secretly visited her ex-husband multiple times. Dear Abby, my wife of 7 years secretly visits her husband on multiple occasions. She visits him with and without his spouse. She visits him with and without his spouse present. However, she forbids me from speaking to or visiting any woman from my past unless she is present. My wife suffers from major depression. She's on medication but refuses to see a counselor. Her family has informed me that she was unfaithful to spouses prior to me. I'm faithful to her, the person she visits, the friend she has known for years. Should I look the other way, or am I entitled to be upset about the situation? Dear Upset. You're upset, and the woman who you are married with appears to be living marriage to live by a civil standard. If you want to spend your life under her thumb and look the other way while she may or may not cheat on you, I can't stop you. But the other person who should be talking to a counselor is not her, but the person who should be talking to a counselor is not her. She's living her life exactly the way she wants. The person who should be receiving counseling is you, because if your marriage were a happy one, you wouldn't find it necessary to write me. That's understandable. It's very. Yeah. I feel like that's one of those moments where you just kind of realize that, you know, she's just kind of like, she's pulling this thing where she does what she wants until the person realizes what she's doing and either gets with the program or doesn't. And then leaves.
Brings to mind the meme, she's for the streets.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, she really wants that meal ticket to try and be that wife. Yeah. But she's not.
Yeah.
She's really not.
And then what I found the most upsetting, honestly, about this whole story was the answer.
Yeah.
The answer. You need therapy. You're the one who needs counseling because she's living her life the way she wants to. It's like, how about the way she wants to is not right? How about that's a possibility?
Yeah.
Maybe he loves her and just is like a Christian and like, well, sure.
Like,
maybe,
I'm sorry about you, bitch.
Bro, just leave.
Yeah.
It's okay. The church will understand if you bring to light all this. Just bring to light. The church will understand. God understands why you're like, yeah. So, but also maybe, and maybe it's just he, is just too much of a pussy. In which case, yeah, maybe you do need some counseling.
Yeah, that's one of those things where you got to realize you can't.
But the fact that she's like just put the onus on, she's living her life the way she wants it. It's like,
yeah,
she's being fucking.
She's
wrong. She's in the wrong.
Yeah. I'm sorry, but it's like, and it even at this, it's like if she's paying bills in the house, if she's contributing to the survival, the maintaining of the house, whether it's cleaning or paying bills or both, or like taking care of the kids, I could see maybe, that she would get not necessarily bored, but maybe he's working too, and the schedules don't line up, and she needed something else, and this.
Oh no, like to want something else is acceptable. To get bored, to want the part that's unacceptable is not just the hypocrisy. That's kind of fucked up. You can't see your exes unless I'm there, but also the aspect of like I'm gonna have a bunch of that's not what you want. How about just say that and act on that? Yeah. How about you just be like, yeah, you're not the one that I want. I'm still going to be seeing him every now and then. I really just want somebody who's going to stay here and
trophy husband.
Yeah. Basically, take care of everything. Right. But he's the one that I want to fuck.
Yeah.
And if he accepts that, then yeah, he needs counseling. At that point, he needs counseling. You also need counseling because how about you just either stop fucking that dude or like
yeah, like it's you both need. I'm sorry to tell you that, but like you're falling
even
down
the husband, even the ex-husband or whatever. Even the ex-husband.
Maybe you all three need it together.
He's coming like having his ex come over while his spouse is gone. Yeah, he also needs counseling.
Wait a minute. Maybe if that's the point, just get the other spouse that keeps leaving while his spouse does this to him. And then get them together, and then see if that just matches up, and then be like, you know what, fuck you guys.
Yeah. What ends up,
but like, yeah,
the story ends up. She actually has to go back to her ex-husband because they're murderers. They are psychopaths. They're a team, and so she has to go there while the spouse is gone because that's when they go and murder people together. That's not sexual. It's nothing sexual at all. It's just. She's just a psychopath. And that's the only person she's ever found that's also a psychopath. They just didn't love each other anymore.
It wasn't a sexual thing. Yeah, it was a murder
just
thing.
A professional, like, I just have to get my psychopath rocks off. And he's the one that I have to do.
This is the one I decided to do it with.
That could be a whole TV series right there, a whole movie about this one. And they're like, I think she's cheating, man. And it turns out she's a psychopath with her ex, and that's just... They went to this hotel, man. There's 2 cars outside.
I don't understand why. And they're like actioning bodies up to like fucking fit down the bathtub or some shit.
Fucking busting. I know what's going on. As they saw
like,
the leg.
Yeah, like one of them saw the leg.
Honey, I can explain.
And he's like
passes out, wakes up, tied up, and they're like, "Now what are we gonna do?" Now you know that we're sitting there like with the saw. I really love you though, honey. I don't want to have to kill you. Can you just accept me as I am? And then the whole storyline is now they're trying to get him to kill somebody to prove. It's just a whole comedy though. It's all comedy. He's failing miserably.
The first few times you dropped a fucking leg on the side of the road, they find the evidence. It takes them a whole season to come back from losing that piece of evidence. Takes on. Have you seen the?
He ends up enjoying it too. The twist of it is he ends up enjoying it too and being really good at it. And him and the ex-husband bond real good, so they end up deciding that they're gonna kill her. They got life insurance out for her. We're gonna make it look like an accident, and then
she's got $40,000. You only got $3,000.
Then you can go and pursue the woman that you want, and we can still be psychopath bros together.
Just let me know when she isn't. Yeah, we have a process for that.
And that could be a series of them trying to find the right girl that's also going to be a psychopath with them.
Oh. And then they kill it. They just.
Again, branches.
No.
And with it all being videotaped too, like we've got this on videotapes when we like go to rewatch it. And Like, what kind of things do we need to do? Let's go to our original episodes and see what we were talking about back then. And we'll find, oh, that's an awesome skit. We'll add little new things in that, in the future. Yeah, so let's whole branch off. That's a callback to our original conversation. But the last story that I had brought up was these two girls as friends wanted to lose their virginity on the same night. So they recruited twins so they could fuck twins in different rooms. And I'm like,
are they twins?
No, they're not twins. They're just friends.
So what is it?
Two girls who are friends decide to recruit two twin boys, or twin boys, I guess, to fuck them. And I'm like the oppression of being a woman. You can't find someone to fuck you, and so you recruit twins. Oh,
yeah. Like that's my big question.
That's like every bros, like what's like it's in one of the bros fantasies, like in the files of fantasies, like to match up with some twins with my bro.
Yeah, like
we're gonna smash them twins tonight, bro. Like that's in the file somewhere down the line.
That's you buy 2 suite rooms, so that way when you do, the rooms are also mirrored. And then we're like, well, they moved the pillow to the other side of the bed. You're like, no, keep it over there.
And not only that, but it's just for your virginity. It's not even just like for a fuck, like a good fuck. It's like these girls are like, no, I need to lose my virginity, but it has to be twins. Me and you, we have to be twinning. We're twinning. We're twinsies.
Yeah, like they got a hole through the wall where they hold their hands as they're like.
Again, just the normalization of like teen sex. I thought it was, and the aspect of like it was literally a fucking news article. Like this app is funny because I love looking through it. Smart news app, but also the people who write these stories. That's a story that you wrote. Somebody got paid to write that story. That's amazing.
You saw that and you're like, this is news. This is golden.
That is so.
This is great.
Yeah, it's like
my other thing is like, I have never been and nor will I ever be the kind of person that's like, there used to be a thing that we would funny joke about in high school, and it was a little saying would be like, if she's old enough to pee, she's old enough for me, type shit.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, what? What? And then you get out in the real world and you see these people that are like, ha ha ha, I put it into action. And you're like, what in the actual, like, we thought it was funny and now it's a problem. And you're like,
baby the next day and the diaper's wet. Yeah, she's peeing. All right.
Yeah. Like your Uncle Carl gets excited.
But in a time machine to where it's like 10 years down the line, but the same story. Like, and yeah, it's like, how do you do that? Yeah.
Like in my brain, I'm like, it's
and
I understand like being misconstrued on the concept of it. Like somebody being very vague. Like saying like, you're only supposed to do is someone you really, really care about, and then just leaving it at that.
Oh, there's nuance to it all. That's what we're all about, nuance. At the same time,
that's not a lot of information. You gotta narrow it down for me.
There's a lot of. So I get why that person would say that. You're not supposed to do it with somebody unless you really, really care about them. It's like a Disney version, though. It's like,
I understand you're trying to put it through as an older version of me. It's I understand you're putting it through that way because of that, but like,
it's the same version of like
you can commit crimes doing this.
Seeing an alligator and being like, and then, oh, dude, I saw a fucking dragon. It was huge, but it was a huge gator. It was real gator, but you're like, hey, the dragon. You're elevating it to a standard that it's not possible anymore. Like it's not. It's not realistic.
You're putting a spin on it.
Yeah, you can't just be like, yeah, I'm only going to do it with people that I really care about. And it's like, yeah, but
you're going to find out some
wait
people
till
you
put in
thought
the position
you were.
with somebody that you don't really care about, but you're still in that position to do
that
something.
Could happen.
Like, yeah, like I'm somebody who would say to an extent to where like I don't want to do physical relations without an actual relationship.
Yeah.
But also, at the same time I'd say that, I'd also be like, also, if I went to the bar tomorrow and some girl started hitting on me, I don't know what I would do. I might take the opportunity.
Yeah.
Like
you would prefer, and that's, I call this a preference or a opportunity.
Yeah.
You would prefer that you find, sorry for my wording on this, a constant income of that contact. But in the same instance of it, it's like if someone is just going to cross my path and I'm going to have this moment with them, and then that moment goes to that point, it's like, well, I'm not going to say no.
Yeah. And I don't even think that I could go, even if I did, like, do that opportunity, like, had that opportunity, took advantage of the opportunity. I don't know if I could go, like, a week without texting her. Because I would be like trying to pursue a relationship.
Yeah, like it's but I was always told that extent I
don't know,
of things.
But then again, I don't know how drunk was I and how.
Yeah, like what else did I do?
How different was she looking compared to when I was drunk and when I wasn't?
Okay, it's 5 o'clock in the morning. Give
how
me a
fun
selfie.
Was she different compared to when I'm drunk and when I'm not? Like she might be a completely not fun person, really.
Yeah.
Just when she gets drunk, she gets a little different. Yeah, it just becomes different. Yeah. People have those boundaries where they even say with weed can cause psychotic breaks in certain people, and I'm like, I've never really seen it, but I do know people who have like really had some shit happen to them while they're high, and then they don't want to do it no more.
Yeah. I've not only known but been a person that way with alcohol. It's like you, to a certain extent, it's you either do something yourself or you experience enough of this thing happening in occurrence of this substance being there, and you're like, yeah, can't keep doing this. This isn't something I feel sustainable mentally, emotionally, physically, whatever.
Just realizing how we're getting off on a tangent about weed. A good tangent. Good conversation. We got so much shit, guys. Sometimes we got to cut tangents off because, so last video. He says can go into the army at 18. You must be 21 to watch this video.
Yeah. Does it legitimately say that?
Huh? Oh. That's what Brendan says. I don't know if it's actually.
That's I'm like.
No, I'm not worried. I'm not worried about that. I don't think that's going to get us in trouble. I'm pretty sure we're good with it. If it ends up being that case, I mean, we end up just fucking running Patreon or some shit like that too. So last video, we got onto a little bit of a conversation about anti-gravity. The magnets creating you're not attracting each other in a vacuum, which is basically anti-gravity, keeps the we're basically talking about why we don't have like the seats.
Yeah.
But we can like float on and stuff like that. And
it just distributes that weight evenly.
Vehicles, the whole hoverboard. Yeah, like all that. Like why don't we have that? So there's a couple things. We were discussing earlier before the video too. Magic.
Yeah.
I don't know how different magic would be from this. Like, if you've seen this in the ancient world, if you've seen something floating on something else, it's magic. Meanwhile, it may just be that they had developed
electromagnetic,
a scientific way to do this, like a way to actually move stuff. Could explain how they were able to move huge bricks, huge stones, like in the pyramid.
They could have just put a plate of those on top and then
I've got a lot about the pyramid and shit like that, but the fact that like we don't know how they moved a lot of these stones even today. There's people who will say, well, we know how, and there's no good way of doing it. That's for sure. I'm sorry, there's no for sure way. You could say that there is, but show me that works.
Like if you use people in a lever
prove
system
to me that works.
If
that works, then we'll talk about it. But, so this idea of like technology, I think, goes way further back. I think we've got an ancient civilization called Atlantis, Lemuria.
I feel like
whatever you want to call it. There's a whole bunch of different names for it.
I feel like there's a cycle.
Yeah.
A bigger cycle than like I feel like we're not necessarily on the brink of human collapsing, but I feel like we're getting to the point where we're about to reset.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's very much biblical standards of
like everything's getting ready to
the
dip and come back.
Nephilim were devouring the earth, and then that's why they caused the flood. That's why God caused the flood in the first place. Well, what are we doing? We're mining, killing all the trees, killing all the animals, devouring the earth.
Yeah, legitimately.
So it gets very biblical kind of style like that, but also it's just like feels like something big has to happen. I don't know if it's like civilization collapsing, but definitely feels like there's civilizational
gaps.
Rearranging, I guess you could call it.
Yeah, like there's
something's going to shift. Like everything's going to shift within the next 10 years. I don't know what's going to happen. Something. I think everything that's happened up to this is like the minor quakes before the actual shifting, the real earthquake. I think there's going to be a big shift in which,
like the technology, the Tesla cars, things going to go this and that, the little gadgets here and there.
Things going to go wild, like
medicines and laws and that.
The amount of robotics that we're going to have in cities, the drones, the robot dogs, the surveillance is going to be massive. And
I don't mean to
we'll end up getting. I think even smaller towns like us, next 25 years. We will even have like basic patrolling drones that will just do cop work to where it'll just watch for crimes.
Maybe one or two of those little those.
Oh yeah, the police force will have those for anytime that they have like a.
They need to
each vehicle will come with one of them. So that when they do a stop, they'll open the door, and just like a dog, it'll get out of the vehicle. That's a charging station as well as the car.
That would make sense, yeah.
So that they just get out of the car and they assist the cop.
They're there with the cop.
They're basically sighted animal with a weapon.
Now we'd have to figure out how to get it to process fragrances. You know what I mean?
I'm sure there's a way to analyze, bring in air. Analyze the air particles that are inside. You know what I'm saying?
And then through that,
like a little vacuum that'll suck in the air, and then they'll be able to detect is there weed molecules within this air? Is there alcohol molecules
within this air?
Yeah, and that'll tell them whether or not a legal search will be unable to do it. It'll be more scientific.
Like if
it won't just be smell. It'll be like, no, literally we tested the air particles of your vehicle and it come back positive for marijuana or alcohol.
Or
because you're breathing, so they're like, I smell alcohol. Well, if you're breathing alcohol, there's going to be a very small trace of alcohol within your vehicle. So doing an air take. Cars will come with an air take. The cars will fucking automatically come with, as soon as it starts to smell marijuana or alcohol, shut down.
Computer chip inside the thing, and if it reads that level,
air filtration, air monitoring, it'll be like, Oh, I smell alcohol. I must shut down.
That would be a lot
I'm calling
easier
the
than
police
actually
now.
having the yeah.
Yeah. Like, so
They already have it where phones are hooked up to it, so I wouldn't imagine they get to a point where they hook all that shit up
so
to that.
we can imagine all this, right? Now they have been now we have been suppressing this because of the we have been suppressing technology and science since 1954. There's an Atomic Energy Act of 1954, which means that anything that radiates any kind of signature of radioactivity, it can be classified as top secret. So there's been thousands of these patents that what the government does is they see it, they say, nope, we're going to buy that patent. We're going to give you a percentage of the money that you would make, very small percentage of it.
If you're
you can no longer talk about this product, and if you ever do, we will charge you for treason.
Is that what an NDA is?
Part of it is, yeah, that would be an NDA, yeah.
Like but I get you. It's like a.
Yeah, it's a non-disclosure.
They legally bind them to a point to where it's like, this is ours now.
Yeah. This is classified as national security, top clearance, secret. You can no longer speak about this. If you do, you'll be prosecuted to the full extent of the law, which could include treason, which is life sentence.
Right.
So you're like, oh shit. So there's thousands of these patents since then that have been taken. The government's said, yep, that's too important. The public can't know about that. We need to keep that under lock and key.
And I mean, I can understand that because radiation is a lot of power. But I feel like it's once they hit that barrier. Oh my. That's our next barrier. I feel like this is the next, like, everybody's fucking with nuclear power.
Yeah.
You know, behind the scenes as far as that goes. Because it's like, it's too much of a volatile resource. You know what I mean? It's like the step up from jet fuel, it seems like. So, and we've had power plants with it in it already. So it's like if you can figure out how to use that to that extent in a confined space in different ways,
and all the problematic collapses happened in older facilities too, like Fukushima and Chernobyl. These are older facilities, 3 Mile Isle. And so the newer infrastructure would be much safer to do nuclear energy like that. But the problem is, like, it's not even about if it's using nuclear energy or nuclear radiation. It's just has to do with any technology that may manipulate, may produce, or may
function one way or another off of.
Radiate any kind of radiation that may be nuclear.
And that's kind of what.
And so it's not even. It may just like produce some sort of effect that manipulates nuclear energy or something like that, and they'll be like, even that we'll have to.
Anything classify. Dealing with it in general, inadvertently, just.
And I don't even think I would speculate that it probably goes beyond that to aspects of anti-gravity.
Yeah.
Because Thomas Townsend Brown, that's what we decided. We looked it up. He was doing the experiments with this. Jesse Michaels, American Alchemist, great fucking podcast. Another podcast I get a lot of. He brings up him a lot. But he was experimenting with anti-gravity, which was the 2 magnets in a vacuum that would repel each other. So they wouldn't touch
flip around to condense the space in between.
Yeah, they wouldn't collapse to each other. Even in a vacuum where gravity should take place, gravity should pull the magnets together. They somehow stayed. Around they somehow stayed. The spooky. There's a quote. Spooky action at a distance. No, I'm getting that mixed up with quantum mechanics. There was a quote, I can't remember what it was, but somebody quoted about how it was a very strange reaction that happened within that. So they were popping champagne, they were like excited, but then everything kind of never went any further. And at the same time, there was this get together of scientists that were trying to go into anti-gravity. And then by a few years, within a couple years, we started going into string theory, and everybody stayed away from anti-gravity. And so they believe, so there's a theory that science has been purposely stop-gated with string theory and physics so that we wouldn't pursue this alternative science, which would be like anti-gravity. And so that might be the reason why we don't have the chairs, is because it's been locked away. It's kept secret. No, the right variety of public has not been able to access the research that could produce
possibly
those
things. I get
you. Because it's been kept away, and there's only a certain amount of people who can see that. There's only a certain amount of scientists that can work on it.
Right.
May not be the correct scientist. You may not have the right autistic doctor, or scientist.
It might not be it might not be that person that
it's an
sees
autistic
that way.
doctor, because that TV show, I've been seeing reels about it. But yeah, you might not have the right autistic scientist for that. Yeah,
he looks like he could play as Peter Pan.
Yeah. So, and then there's a theory from a guy called Charles Hapgood. He proposes, he's got some books on it, like UFOs and Nazis, that actually there's been anti-gravity since the Nazi era, like within modern military, because they were actually helped by extraterrestrials, and that they were actually, so Nazi Germany had went to Antarctica and actually claims part of it.
I remember something about that, yeah.
And so they think that there was a base down there, and then there's a lot of Nazi and type people. I guess you're not necessarily Nazis, but they are descendants of them in Argentina and down south, in South America.
They're
But
not affiliates.
And there's a theory that also Hitler didn't die, that he actually fled to, I believe it was Argentina, and lived out the rest of his life there as a painter.
That would make sense. That would make a lot of sense.
And because the Russians had his body, I think, and it turned out to be a female's body, so it wasn't his.
That's where his wife
what I heard, or yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it was. So they're and there's a whole TV series about chasing Hitler. They're actually looking to see if Hitler did flee to South America. It's on History Channel and everything. So it's a big TV series, not a far-fetched theory. It's actually gained a lot more traction the longer the time goes. The more people are there actually might be some evidence for this.
I guess they're credible people instead of...
Charles Hapgood proposed was actually that the Nazis won the war, in the aspect that they made a deal with these extraterrestrials, and the idea was that they would appear to lose, and then a lot of the Nazis would be split between Russia and America during Operation Paperclip. All their scientists and everything were enveloped into our military.
We took them over for
Warner von Braun, the father of NASA, Rocketeer, they got us to the moon. He is a Nazi. He was directly a Nazi.
Yeah, I think we've talked about this before as well.
And so,
we're a melting pot of people who have good ideas to add to our point of views.
Yeah, and so they think that they basically split it up to where we would infiltrate both of the Nazis would infiltrate both of the nations, take over, and then subvert their values into the. There's a whole timeline thing in theory here that actually it leads into the future of this, and that's who they're interacting with is actually the future. They're future.
So they went forward to their reign that they overthrew.
And they're making sure that it actually pans out the way that it panned out in their future.
So then they're here now, coming back to fill in the point between them.
It goes to the parallel timelines theory, that they're making sure that their timeline stays but that wasn't really the point. The point was
like Rick and Morty when he's holding up the stone that like guides him to where his
choices.
Jessica is, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very much like a, yeah. This is the way I want to be when this and this and this.
Yeah. And so he's got a whole book series about how basically the aliens come to those nations and made deals with those nations as well after the Nazis had been here for a while, and so they basically, it was actually the aliens were the one to win because they have planned our deals with all these nations that are major nations.
Right.
That's a whole his theory, anyways. For the most part, that's his theory.
I get you. Honestly, I what means do aliens need with us to some extent, but
there's a whole story about that. We could be vessels for souls. They may not have enough genetic diversity, and so they have to integrate their genetics with ours. They're like the hillbillies of space, basically. They're only been fucking their cousins too long, so everybody's retarded. So they need a new bloodline to come in. That's basically what the story is.
They're like, we're dying out. We
got these big ass heads, bro. We look like you just 300 generations ago. We've been fucking the same family.
We are human. We are just human times 147 million.
One of them is just a blob with some tentacles. He's like, I too was human, but this is also my genetics after 300 generations.
We are what you guys call the end of lizard people.
Yeah.
We are those lizard people. You become genetically mushed pieces of just flesh.
What's up, bro? By the way, I see you.
Hello.
Yeah,
sir.
Mandela effects type shit. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if we ever got into the Mandela effect too much.
I think we did to an extent, but then I
can't remember exactly either. The whole things change. Life was like a box of chocolates.
Oh.
Life is like a box of chocolates.
As far as time,
yeah, and then like the movie Shazam with
Steve Carell. Or not Steve Carell,
Sinbad. That's his name. So there was a movie called Shazam with Sinbad, the comedian, and never existed. Yeah, people remember it. Luke, I am your father. No, I am your father. That's what he says in the movie.
Yeah.
Never says Luke, I am your father, but everybody remembers it. Luke,
yeah.
I am your father.
Oh,
like so. It's like
I
those kind of things.
Like
Berenstain Bears versus Berenstain Bears.
I remember it the other way around. Yes. Yeah. Actually, matter of fact, I at one point had a copy of the book before from both sides of it, and then Dad's like, yeah, they do that. Other companies buy it out and they have to change it out, so they change the name by a couple letters. Well,
they say that it's only ever been one,
which is the Bernstein Bears, but that's because they caught them up in it, I do believe.
Yeah, so
my dad, I remember the time they had the lawsuit for it and shit. Huh. Or the not the lawsuit, but they had the whole, like, there's the Mandela effects, which are on a greater scale, and then there's the Mandela effects like that, where it's like, back when I was a kid, we remember kid cuisines didn't have sprinkles on them. Now they do.
What is it?
The sprinkles on the brownies. They used to not have that. It used to be like a fucking like a regular banquet brownie. Now I think a few years later they turned them into, like, they had sprinkles on them, and then every kid at school was like, they've always had sprinkles on them. And I'm like, no, dude, you just didn't notice the change. But like with the Berenstain Bears, I had a copy of the book where it was the IE, and then I had a copy of the book where it was AI. or whatever the other dealio
I
was.
saying.
But it was like, and then Dad was like, yeah, I just heard about that on the radio, and it was like, it's for different reasons, but I think for the Berenstein Bears, if it wasn't another company of similar extent, they like, the publishing company got bought out by somebody else.
Gotcha.
So then when they printed the books, they were like, hey, no, this is a patent by that person. Like, so you can republish this book, but you just have to like change the letters so that way they get the subsidiaries off of their actual copies.
So like the monocle from Monopoly. The monocle.
Yeah, that's always been there, right?
There is no monocle. That's like the thing is like it was always a monocle.
As far as I remember, he's in the monocle.
There's no monocle.
Man, now I think of Monopoly Go and shit, like the ads I get in my phone. I don't think I remember having
he's never had a monocle. He's never had a monocle. Is what the story, the fable is like. I don't know. I haven't actually looked into it, but what I've heard, multiple people say this. It's never had a monocle. Then like Fruit Loops has always been FROOT. It's like, no, it's FRUIT and then Loops.
Yeah.
They're like, no, it's always been OO. And it's like, no, I don't remember it being like that.
They switch out those.
Cornucopia.
Yeah.
Cornucopia behind Fruit of the Looms. Like in the middle of Fruit of the Looms.
Yeah.
There's no corn. There's never been.
Not anymore. It is just.
So it's like, it's just those kind of shit. Like, it's like, and that kind of goes back to the Renee Good thing, though. Like, I think there's a split timeline. Some people remember it that way because it was that way in their timeline. Some remember it never happened because we're in that timeline now. Like, I would say that I'm a displaced one because I remember
what you mean. Like,
most of the times that I remember it is the way that it's wrong.
I get you. Like, it's your consciousness or the things you remember it a certain way.
Yeah, and so. But
the time frame you're in now, that just doesn't exist.
Yeah, it's just like little things being switched in your past.
Back then,
you're not. Yeah, it's like.
Like, do you remember the old Chef Boyardee commercials? And somebody out here, if not our one viewer,
I'm trying to think of like I remember some Chef Boyardee commercials.
But their usual stick was having like a montage of a can running down a fucking like hill.
Okay, yeah.
Or a sidewalk in Venice.
Yeah, those would just keep rolling, and then it would roll to somebody's
like front door, and then they'd open the can and eat it at the end of the 5-minute commercial.
Boyardee's what we're having for dinner.
Look at this, kids. But like there for a minute, Nathan made me feel that way because he's like, "Oh, I don't remember that." And he's like, "Oh, no, now I do." And I was like, "Oh God." I was like, "Let's not."
Yeah. I'm gonna turn the light on.
This is getting really dark in here.
So it goes like the whole anti-gravity. That kind of ties up a little bit of that. I just wanted to cover it because we didn't really, we kind of teased it last time.
There is, but like those, that's, and it's not even just chairs. It's like you get that to a point where it's stable and it can hold a decent amount of weight. Like you've already got Amtrak trains like that. Yeah. Imagine if you could.
The amount of energy to move it would be so much less.
Yeah. Like you could and I know they probably already do that with Amtrak trains.
Like you could probably move
huge amounts
with just a very small vehicle that has like a solar panel that only moves during the day and just moves at a very could move at a slow pace, but you can move it.
There's a little railroad track.
That would be the point. If you can move it with one, then if you bulk that size of the vehicle up, it'll move it faster.
Right.
And then so I don't think it would be. It'd be huge.
But like, you wouldn't have to worry about flying anymore. I mean, you would to an extent, but really, in all honesty, that would just to put jet fuel behind whatever magnet car or magnet truck or train or transport you've got there.
Dude, we got Iron Man gloves. We have Iron Man gloves and boots. Be able to turn it on, start getting off the ground.
Yeah,
and like in these little facilities, obviously, because you'd have to have the magnet underneath.
Right.
But yeah, you could like hold theme park
in
kind
like
of
a
thing, or
VR
like
room.
a,
Yeah, you could take VR room to a 30 different third dimension. I mean, you'd have to have a
like
fucking
the trampoline
harness.
place.
Yeah, like Sky Zone.
Yeah, so just that was, but you just like floating, kind of being able to guide where you're going based on what you do with your.
Yeah, and for all these people, and that's another thing. It's like if you can condense that space like that, you know, it's you.
Build a whole city on one of those magnets so that everybody can just fly to work.
Yeah. Yeah, like
I don't know. That's probably too big of a
that is probably
ask.
But
we're dreaming big. We're dreaming big. We're taking
big
it over.
Here. Big dog.
We're just making a whole planet out of a magnet like this so that everything can float. Fuck it.
Fuck it, yeah. Like no, but like it's you. I feel like other than what they're using it for, probably, if they aren't already testing these things out already, it's like the possibilities are so much endless with that. You wouldn't have to worry about somebody shooting a stand for a gun off. You just put that there at the right height or whatever, screw the gun to the top of the thing, and then there you be.
What else did I have on here? Okay.
Jackie stand, that's it.
Yeah, like even have a vest that any kind of shrapnel gets too close to you stops. Any kind of metal will stop because of the magnet
force. Like you know what I mean?
Or at least slow it to where the impact's a lot less. Yeah, it's like a magnetic vest that activates to where it's like a magnetic resonance around.
Like you got your bulletproof vest, and then on the corner of the vest you have the
magnet. Yeah.
The magnet, like it's a sheet of some sort, or. But yeah, like there's got to be a little bit more of a. Like I understand they're probably put it away in the closet to play with later if they aren't playing with it now. But it's like you tease us with these things that you find. And then you're like, oh, no, we'll take them away. We can't, nah. And it's like, I can understand you make high dollar money off it, but is it high dollar money or is it just contemporary art in somebody's rich ass house? Because they decided they wanted a picture that wasn't like on the wall, but still looked like it was on the wall.
I think there's a big, like the whole secret tech, like I think there's a big government cover up, but I also think it's a corporational cover up. Because if you've got these technologies that can go faster than any aircraft that the military has, I need the military to protect me, and that's why I'm trying to sell them aircraft. What if I just cut the military out and just protect myself with the aircraft that's better than the military's aircraft, and then I just make America pay me whatever money I want them to pay me because they're going to be threatened because I can.
Oh yeah. It's like I am now that new protection.
Now I am the leader of America. Nobody needs to know about it because we don't want to scare anybody. We don't want to disclose anything about the aliens because that would, scare the American public to learn that just 13 families control the entire world with this technology that can go instantaneously from one pole to another pole. Like, let's not tell the public about that. They're aliens, guys. They're aliens. Just remember, they're aliens. This is a possibility.
They're aliens.
They're aliens, but really they're just corporations that have this technology that's amazing that can outperform anything that we could imagine.
Like
30 years in the future. That's what the military is. 30 years in the future. Always. Anything you can. That's wild because we were just imagining all the dogs. So they got 30 years in the future of that.
Yeah, they're. That's what I'm saying. Like they're already out. No way, you wouldn't fucking best bet. That's how they got the goddamn Venezuelan president over there so fucking fast.
Oh, I just learned about
some
this.
Nonsense like that.
I just learned about this. There was some sort of strange weapon that had the Venezuelan government, without physical contact, bleeding from their nose and writhing on the ground, nausea, shitting themselves. Direct energy weapons, and an article come out. Direct energy weapons are real. Like this was from the Department of War or whatever.
If that's what they count as direct energy weapon, but that is legitimately just sounds like you're playing a sound frequency or some kind of vibration
Yeah.
To the point and pressure to where it just shatters someone's insides.
Yeah, and specific to where it's like targeting this little location, so anybody within this cone of area.
It has to be.
Yeah, within this cone of area that's going to get hit. We don't want all of Venezuela to feel this. Just
this
the area.
pack of fucking people.
Yeah, and we don't want our people to feel affected to it, so we have to have it tuned, or they have to have some sort of device within their ears that negates that tune. And keeps them safe from that direct energy weapon as they go in to get the president. So
that's fucked.
Hey, it's just speculation, FBI. Don't be showing up. I don't know shit. I'm just speculating.
No.
Just speculating. They probably have a device in their head.
Like a little earpiece.
Something that's maybe even something that's like injected underneath their jaw that just sends out a tone. Because you know how they have those
or maybe it's
those toothbrushes.
It's a little bit longer, so it just kind of goes further in their ear.
Yeah, something. Yeah.
But like how they used to have those.
Yeah, like even some gum. Maybe it's like a gum capsule that they put in their mouth because they have like the toothbrushes that as you're brushing your teeth, that'll play music because it goes directly. It doesn't have a speaker. It like goes directly through your jawline into your head, and so it's like. It's a weird yeah. So there's these and there's these headsets that don't really like the speaker is directly attached to your jaw, so it's not like for your ear. It's actually it's like supposed to be able to resonate through your head and you're able to hear it good. So what if there's like some sort of like a gun that you chew or mouth guard?
Yeah, it could be kind of something anything. To pressure point those.
Yeah, it could be anything.
Because they probably might. They
could be a fucking watch that they just.
Dude, like they just pull out their wallet and they put it in their mouth and they're just like, all right, boys.
Yeah.
They could be that simple to that extent as well. It's just a fucking like.
But yeah, I did learn that it was some sort of weird weapon that made the Venezuelan guards bleed from their nose, writher on the ground, in pain and nauseous and vomiting. I'm assuming diarrhea too. They just didn't want to say it.
Or didn't see it.
Yeah, there's probably yeah. Vomiting is pretty clear, but shitting yourself.
You kind of got to smell it and see it.
I'm pretty sure Venezuelans wear like brown.
Yeah, like depending on the clothes, you may not see it.
So they're just like this guy thinks that's the right idea. He's wearing brown.
He's like, they got sweat baths back here. It's a little wet, and then they get closer and they smell it. They're like, what the fuck is that? And then the robot's just like, death for you too. And then just
so we got crazy technology with shit like that. So like, if they really wanted to like, if we really tried to uprise, there's no uprise. There's no populist uprising. Because as soon as the government wants to shut you down, they just play this little frequency that you don't know where it's coming from.
Yeah.
Probably from some satellite, and it just fucking fries your brains. Turns you into a zombie. It makes you fucking go mad. Kill your fucking nearest person next to you. They probably have that.
And that's kind of why I'm like, new fear
Again,
unlocked.
Speculation.
Yeah. And if that is new fear unlocked, my guy, like, they're just kind of like, I don't like you. And then 8 minutes later, you get a sonar noise around, just in your head, and you're just like, what?
I think this ties into like MK Ultra, like the idea that they were trying to figure out how to brainwash people. What if they literally can just beam? They can get a little sonar gun or whatever and beam a direct energy at you and make you literally go crazy. It'd be like, this is what I want this person to do. I want them just to go shoot this group of people. Now I'm going to aim this sonar gun at this person until their brains are fucking fried. Every time they interact with somebody that I want them to shoot, I'm going to shoot this gun at them, and eventually they're going to associate that person with blinding rage and just want to kill. And so, like, that's just
it's like you're
creating killers and never being spotted.
Shot collar.
Yeah, essentially, yeah, exactly.
You just keep zapping this shit out of them for the opposite response, and you're like. And they're like, I don't know who keeps doing this, but God damn it. And then they just look up and they see this old lady and they're just like, fuck you.
Every time I see you, Janice, I'm fucking mad.
And she's like, do you want another banana muffin? Oh.
She's the sweetest person. I gave you cupcakes.
I gave you $20 yesterday for laundry. What the fuck, Tim? She's like, I go to church to repent for your sins. I'm praying for you, buddy.
Right there's another fucking skin. CIA agent just misusing his abilities. He's like,
and yeah, meanwhile he's just in his car in the background, like, and it can do anything.
he's
like, I watched.
He's got a grandma. That he's just showing.
Find a crackhead, and they just had at it for 3 hours. And then I pulled the gun away, and she was very scared. She cried and went home. The crackhead stole all the money, though.
It's like Black Mirror meets comedy.
Yeah.
It's like so ridiculous that it can't be real, but also could be kind of real.
We're at the point now where it's like, I don't. If we can figure out that the color red automatically makes wasps angry or bulls aggressive, I'm pretty for sure we can, or like, music tends to do this thing with people, change your emotions and stuff. So if they can find a certain like frequency that just annoys the living piss out of someone and just makes them want to beat people, the annoying kid inside you is going to keep pushing that button until you see the result of what's going to happen.
Just like, what does this device do? Man, my neighbor's been fucking my wife. I know he has.
Yeah, let me get him pissed off his dog for no reason.
Listen, I'm going to give you $50. I'm going to take this home with me. I'll return it tomorrow, I promise, man.
And then on my headline, you see 30-year-old man has manslaughtered his kid and dog. Ran his car through the bank. And then he did a backflip onto a flag post with his forehead. I don't.
It's not outside the realm of possibility. Yeah, it could. Everything could be holding together with the thread of the aliens.
Like we used to joke that like life would be like GTA, and like there would be this utter amount of chaos and just what have you. And it's like we're slowly getting to that point.
Oh yeah, that's what I was going to look up.
I thought it was going to be a pandemic when I used to look on the news, and there was like, here's another case of this 25-year-old lady or 35-year-old lady who's neglected her kid and sat in her. Like, I make this running joke of like, ha 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 ha, leave the kid in the suitcase with a bag of goldfish. But legitimately, one of these people, I think she was like 35 or so, which again, in our area for a time before my dad passed this last year, I noticed on the news that there was a lot of cases of just people were neglecting kids. They go on vacation for a month or two or whatever. And then these people, they went to like Costa Rica or Santa Cruz, somewhere like that, for like a couple of months or so. And then they just left the kid in the closet in a suitcase with a bag of chips or like some goldfish. Or like one of the ladies, and I mean, granted, it's one of those things where like it's unfortunate for all of them that it got to that point to begin with. But it's like there will be ladies or people who just have like, it's not even in a suitcase. They just locked them in a fucking back room with. One of the cases was they locked him in the back room with a case of water and a 4-pack of Jello cups.
Oh shit!
That was it.
That's crazy. It's
And no offense.
So you always thought it would be like a pandemic? You thought it would like.
Oh, I thought it'd become worse. Yeah, like it'd end up becoming the end of the world, and like it's a normal thing, and then like everyone's gonna be hooked on meth and become like just we have children to have children type shit.
Gotcha.
Where it's just kind of like
because you kept hearing stories about it, and so
and
like kind of like
it was like one a day for like 3 or 4 a month. Like Dad would turn on the news and be like one day there was 4 of them on the news that one day, and I'm like, God, fuck, damn.
That's a wild thing that happens. Is like you see something online that happens over and over again, but it's not happening around you. You don't see it.
Yeah,
around
like you don't walk outside the front door.
It happens all the time. I know it does, and you're like, dogs fly. Fucking dogs fly. Yeah. I know they do. I see it all the time, every fucking day on the internet. Dogs fly
on the internet,
but I have never seen a dog fly.
Yes,
it's like that kind of situation. This is but more realistic.
Or like it's on the news. They wouldn't be having a story actually, for it if it wasn't the case. But it is one of those things where it's like, I go to work and I don't see this shit. So like, what the fuck? What? Well, how is this? Why is this a problem? And then, and then it's like you and their dad's like, and you guys had it bad. And I'm like, you're very right, Dad. I'm sorry. I will. He's like, don't laugh about that. That's sad. And I was like, no, what's even worse is imagining these cops and these people coming into the house to pick them up. And they're just like, it is very sad and it is bad, but like, I would laugh a little bit, just a tad, to walk into a room that possibly or may not possibly look like utter shit. And there's just these two kids from like, the commercials with the dogs for the I think ASPCA. They always at the end of the commercial they're like the arms of an angel, and they're like, pay 99 cents a day, a minute, and you can have Paco here with another can of tuna.
Stop spending the money on ads. I see a fucking $10,000 ad right here.
If you spend $9.99, you can get a purse, a bag,
I know what you're talking about,
and a shirt. Yeah.
So the kids are looking like that.
So like, it's at a certain extent, you're just like, in my head, that would be my immediate response. Is just to like, not like pull up cameras and like a microphone and be like, this kid here, 99 cents a day. No, but like, I definitely like that song would be playing in my head, and I'd be like, God damn, you pieces of shit, let's get you out of here. But it's like, why then it's like, well, how ignorance is bliss, I guess, is the answer to that.
I don't see how they do it, but like, I don't see how there's not more. I really, really do not understand the amount of restraint that police officers show when they show up and they see something like that.
And those kinds of shit.
Take your baton and beat the fuck out of the parent, like right off the bat,
that's why
get fired and go to jail and be like with a smile on your face. Yes, I did that.
Like
I don't understand how that's not more prevalent. I really don't, because I feel like if you're gonna be a corrupt cop, be a corrupt cop that way instead of being a corrupt cop all the other fucked up ways. It's like you wow. But it's like it's kind of actually scares me a little bit now that I'm thinking about it, that I don't see that more often, because you like, it makes you kind of want that visceral reaction from people who are there to protect you. Yeah, the people who are there to like set
like, I'm sorry, right, but like, if someone comes into my house and they're like trying to do some stupid shit, or like I'm misusing my kids, and the cop like sees them at school looking like fucking Raggedy Ann, and they come home with the kids to do a welfare check, and they come in the house and I'm like fucking, I've got like beakers and tubes coming out of fucking walls because I'm making like a new batch of fentanyl meth. Ooh, it's called FMF. It's like, if I've got fucking nefariously stupid, obvious shit going on, and I don't, like, on either end of those deals, as the cop, I would definitely like pistol whip the shit out of a couple people. Like, I would definitely be the person that's like holding up the kids next to them, and they're like, does this fucking look like I'm gonna set some demons inside their head like to remind this moment.
Also beneficial to allow the police officers to have that frustration out at that moment,
instead of going home and have to unload that on their family.
Yeah, not only that, but like holding on to it for 3 years and then seeing somebody who reminds them of them or whatever, and just losing it on them, who's an innocent person. They
just happen to look like that person. Or
it's just like PTSD. They're just like, oh shit, I'm back in that situation. I wish I would have done this, and then they do it. It just I don't know. I don't have all the fucking answers, obviously.
I don't either.
Look at me sitting here in front of the fucking camera.
Do I look like that?
Telling jokes and talking about stupid shit. So more Epstein Files got released. If you, the only thing that I've really got from this that I thought like funny, really. It's really depressing and like sad.
Yeah, like
the whole situation and like
it all kind of
also
is.
Like why haven't we got anybody? We haven't got nobody to prosecute. But the thing that I took away that I thought was like both disgusting and also it's pretty fucking funny if you really like. Is that Donald Trump was said to have gotten oral sex from somebody, and they bit him, and so he punched him in the back of the head. I just can't help. I'm sorry for the victim, but I just can't help but picture Donald Trump sitting back. Oh yeah, this is the best head of my life. The best head, yeah. Oh, you bitch! Oh, you motherfucker! I'm gonna kill you, your family. I will own everything.
Remember the Venezuela president? That's you now.
Just
this is the best head of my life. Oh, my thing is,
I see this as going to be. Somebody's going to make a sketch of this for sure. I just want to be the first to call it out. Somebody like Donald Trump getting in and then getting pissed off and hitting the person
someone
in the back of the head.
Someone is going to make the joke again because another guy did it at some point, I believe. But they're going to make the joke again that it was like his stepsister. And that was like the redneck way to circumcise him. Is to punch him in the back of the fucking head in order to...
Yeah.
But,
kick him in the jaw. Kick her in the jaw.
Yeah. But it's like, did he pull it out before he slapped her or as he slapped her? Because if that's the case...
And then Musk was asking to go to the island, but was denied or something. So I'm like, damn, Musk, how like, freaky are you, motherfucker? Like, damn, you get rejected by the freakiest of the freakies.
He's like, I make Tesla cars.
Yeah. I want to talk about rockets. Do you want a girl? No, I just want to talk about rockets, bro. Just talk about rockets.
And he's like,
are you sure you don't want a girl? Well, you have plenty of girl. Fucking rockets, bro.
If she's got a rocket on her, you know what? You want me to give me a girl? Give me a girl in a NASA outfit.
He's real smart ass about it. He's like, well, you have girls here. Oh yeah, okay. What is the velocity that I need to escape Earth? Do you know the mathematical equation for this and this? No, you don't. So no, I don't fucking want a girl.
And he's like, well, we don't have anything. What about this Indonesian boy? He plays chess.
British royal family is implicated in it too. I'm like, yeah.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
You have an island that's not in any specific country where you get to do sexual deviance of any kind. Of course, that's a multi-fucking continental country fucking thing.
Yeah, I'm also
Kim Jong-un's probably.
It tracks with the royal families of past.
Look at them. How do you think they got their bad teeth from? They probably mixed in some of the ancestral with an I instead of an A. And then they puddled in those little freaks.
If they're still following customs. From 14th century.
Customs. As you're like...
Yeah. If they're still following customs from that century,
give me a cookie.
Who should rule the kingdom and everything? Yeah, they're probably still following other customs from that same century, which was like 12-year-old girls getting married. That was fine. So
people who have multiple wives already. If not one, yeah. It's like, and now we're getting. And
That's
that's my
crazy
thing
with the whole royalties. Like that's still important today. Really?
Yeah, not only
we're the kings.
Yeah,
really, we're still kings.
We're at a point in society where we are free with sexuality. We're at the point where we don't care what the fuck you do with your body as long as you're happy and you're not hurting anybody else. For the most part.
Further, we're going to prosecute you if you call somebody a fag when they're in fact not a fag, but you were just sexually assaulted by them, and so you're calling them a fag because they're a weak male. But we're going to prosecute you because you called them a fag, because we're going to protect that sexual availability, that sexual freedom. Yeah. We're going to protect.
We have rights around it now.
But we still bow to a king.
Yeah, we are still like. You are fighting for people's right to their own happiness.
But you just have to bow to the king.
But you're worried about the title and the power of some dude who just sits there as a figurehead.
Just so happened to be born. He just so happened to swim faster than the sperm from the rest of the...
Yes. He's not even the first king.
He traveled faster from the balls to the egg than the rest of the sperm. That's it. That's all he did. Great.
He just happened to be there during the winter fall in which his mom and dad decided that after they watched someone get beheaded twice, that it was a good fucking deal to have sex afterwards. That's it.
Honey, did you like the show tonight? Oh, I found it absolutely arousal.
Watching his head pop off made my cherry moist, I tell you. Why, Cheerio, honey, I just want to go in there and itch my fucking loin.
I had somebody make a Snapchat picture of it for us so we could fuck next to it.
Hold on, honey. Let me get my iPhone 7220 out.
I just imagine they did have speed painters that just kind of characterize what was going on for people real quick. This is kind of what happened. It's just stick figure.
Ooh, they're just like, and then he flips the page. And he's
like, you know, I like to have the artists in the courtrooms today, where they like draw what's going on in the courtroom.
I mean, that makes sense, but I did not know. I know they had sketch artists, so they have sketch artists in the courtroom for the courtroom scenery.
Yeah, it's kind of more like they'll be looking at what's going on and they'll draw a picture real quick of a time captured. So like a person will be standing up delivering something, they've got pictures of people. It's like literally what they're doing is they're sitting there in the courtroom, they're waiting for a moment to happen that they find inspirational, and then they'll draw it out. And I'm just imagining it being like that. Like there's artists in the crowd of these beheadings that are just like waiting for the right moment. It's like right as the sword starts destroying, or like some of them get it as the beheadings out. So you have a bunch of variety of different paintings or pictures of this beheading, and the royalty's like, yes, this one gets me hard.
They'd put them up for auction afterwards, like a whole secret room.
For real. Yeah, I imagine this is probably a thing.
They're like, all right, click lot 7.
See, I don't know why not. It would be, even if it's not, it would be a good.
Oh,
again, just another little sketch that would be funny to pull off.
You want to know why you're here, King Charles? Prince Charles, do you want to listen to this story of your consummation?
He's talking about how much he's gonna fuck her, and how like he's so hard, and he just wants to do it. And then as he gets ready to get into the bed, you see a guy stand up from in front of him. He's been getting a blowjob from a guy the whole time. And he's like, oh, I gotta inseminate real quick. So because he's gay, but he's got to act straight because he's royal family.
And then you just watch it like a fall. Like it comes out of his mouth and straight into there.
Gross. So disgusting. Can't believe I have to do that.
Oh my god.
Fucking hate vagina.
That warm fucking hell. What the hell?
Don't look at me. Don't look at me.
Shh, shut up. Stop moaning like that. It sounds weird.
It's so anti. It's like also, I like this idea because it's a little bit like reverse of what's been going on. As to like pushing gay as being normal and everything. So now you're like pushing it being like, they have to hide that he's gay because it's back in the time frame. And so it's like, but it's funny. It's still funny because
It's that
the
time frame. That's its own.
The aspect of, you know, like, don't look at me or you're gonna ruin
Stop
it. Like, don't speak.
I can't know that you're a woman, although you are a woman,
Yeah.
because I don't want woman.
Yeah.
But like it's
he's like talking about how much he's gonna fuck her and how much he loves her and everything. While he's getting blowjob right, and then he's like, "Quiet! You're breathing too loud."
What's even worse? He's like trying to give her good quick liners, and he's like, the way he said, "Pop off, I'll fuck you till mine does that," and it's like.
Yeah, I'm going to use my sword to slay you.
You see how that axe came down? My axe will come down between your split. Real hard.
I'll split your leg. Yeah, like after battle, all these guys going back and like that's kind of like guys. I kind of understand the guys in battle, but these girls who witness this awful fucking just sword death of fucking just people's crying out, and they're just like, "Oh, you're so fucking let's fuck!" Like, they're like, "Bitch, I've been fighting for 3 days. I smell like ball sweat," and I'm just like,
I've seen the scream of so many tortured souls. It's not even funny.
Yeah,
but
the guy's just seeking like.
Lick on my nuts.
I just need to get away from reality for a minute, so let's fuck, because that's why I was telling.
I need post-nut clarity.
I was telling kids the other day, I was like, man, I need my head to go quiet for a little while, and I need two things. I need my head to go quiet for a little while, and I really want to make out with somebody. And the second one will help with the first one just fine. And I was thinking about it, and I was like, yeah. That is one thing where a guy's doing, like if he's focused on that, it's almost like a soul. There's nothing else around. Like when you're interacting with a girl like that, it's like the whole world ceases to exist. You're really just
all your focus and concentration, all your wherewithal, all your awareness is in those sensations.
Yeah, almost your like. It almost becomes a purpose, like the sole purpose, I guess, of that moment right there is there's the furtherance of that. Yeah. Intimacy or whatever. Yeah. And it become, and I think this is one reason I've fantasized about the zombie apocalypse, and I think a lot of men have, because we're like, man, there's nothing to like, we can't protect anybody. We're just here in this world, like we're equals. We're not above anybody. We're not like looked to as the protectors. Nobody's looking towards specifically if you're 35 and you're working at fucking Huck's, nobody's looking at you for the provider role.
Nobody's looking to me to come out of nowhere with like a chainsaw.
And it's like, that's fine. I personally don't care, because like that's fine. Like I'll find my person eventually, and also it's because my dreams are definitely not related to work, like in that aspect. I want to do this shit. As I've said before, like I want to do like behind a camera, in front of a crowd, or in front of a camera, not behind a camera, in front of a camera, in front of a crowd, writing. Like I have unorthodox goals and dreams. A lot of people are like, I just want to be able to get a house and provide my family. It's like, no, I want to do this for my life. Yeah, like I want to be here for my family, but right after that, the very next thing, right after my kids, is I want to pursue talking in front of people. Like that's like it for me. I've enjoyed this since I was a teenager. Didn't realize how much I enjoyed it as a teenager. When I would I would write poetry. So here's a deep dive into. You can cut in anytime you want. Sorry. I go for these tangents and shit like that. I don't mean to, but stories.
Oh, there'll be times.
Like I said, like
there'll be times.
Okay. And
I get that.
I expect to listen too, but at the same time, I want you to know that like
sometimes it's just I get a kick of enjoyment of seeing either a person's different thought process, or just the I was always curious about not necessarily just other worlds' cultures, but I understood very quickly that, like, at a young age, that whatever world or whatever thing I've got going on in my house, or whatever, ecosystem, if you will, that goes on inside my house. There's a whole other ecosystem, a whole other lifestyle, a whole other work style, a whole other life, a whole other world of things that go on over there.
Very next door.
So hearing people's, not necessarily their past, but hearing stories from other people's younger years or childhoods or aspects of things like that, it's always been like oh, you've had that as a kid, or you just don't know if things can go that way, or what the different sets of reasons will make those things go that way.
I get you. Like, it's enlightening to see the thought process. Like, yeah, I thought a similar aspect of it. It was like stoplights. All these cars come together, and you're like, all these people have different lives, and they're here for this one moment. And they never, ever, ever, ever see each other again, or be in the same vicinity.
All different thoughts, all different worlds, all different feelings, all different personalities.
But for this one moment, they're all obeying this one traffic light together. How did we come to this all differently? Yeah, that aspect of it is. No, I just get into like, I don't know. I listen to so much as is.
I do not, and I probably need to do more. So I used to be a kid that used to read a lot of books, but I'm starting to notice, like with the Legends of Adventures kind of thing, I'm starting to be drawn more towards the audiobook, read things kind of deal more than I am to just listen to music.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Like the music doesn't.
Good audio.
I'm not getting anything out of it. It's the same repetitious rhythm. It's the same repetitious. Like, give me long enough with the guitar and get good enough with the guitar, I could probably have a decent amount of songs that sound similar, the same. You know what I mean? It's
just position your fingers just slightly different.
It's with anything like that.
I get what you're saying though. I listen to them. If I'm awake, 5 days a week for at least 4 to 5 hours, I'm listening to some sort of podcast or some sort of news story, culture commentary, something like that. I listen to some music sometimes. I have to mix it up every once in a while, especially when I'm doing dishes. I listen to just so much shit, and not even just now what I do, but in high school and middle school, even up until the last couple years, really, it was very much of like I'm going to be in the background. I'm going to listen to everybody. I'm not going to talk too much.
I was very much as a young kid, I was very much I'm a big boy. I know this. I know that. You're good. I was very much the know-it-all as a kid, and then I figured out when running your mouth got you very quickly. And then I was very much like middle school and high school. I was very much that sit back, watch everybody learn, observe. Patience leads to persistence kind of shit. I learned that if you are quiet and you watch people out and you let your patience win out your thoughts, sometimes, if not most of the time, your answer would provide itself. And if it didn't provide your answer, it would provide other things till you got your answer, or to be able to come to an answer.
So it's more based. Seems like yours was more like based on a wisdom or like just an idea of like if I just watch, I'm gonna learn anyways. Mine was more based on like I just didn't think that I had anything that was interesting to say, I guess, or that if I did say something that I thought was interesting, it was going to be weird.
I got to that point too.
And so I just literally up until the last year or 2 years or so, very much like keep my mouth shut. Don't talk about myself. Don't talk about stuff that's going on until I get to really know you. And now it's more just like, even now it's somewhat like that to where I have to know that I'm not going to get in trouble for being myself around you.
Why would you?
In the aspect of like, I know that I have offhand jokes and off-color humor that could be possibly definitely taken the wrong way to certain people. If they wanted to use it in a way, like definitely I've had jokes with Kim that if she wanted to, like, it could be offensive. If she didn't know who I was as it was.
If you didn't,
the aspect that she knows I'm not being offensive, I'm not being like take 40% of what I say true.
When just knowing people,
joking with you, when I'm just bullshitting and everything, 40% of what I say
is true.
Is going to be like real important shit. Like honestly, I'm going to talk about a bunch of shit that I've either heard or that I think is interesting, but like. For the most part, it's stuff that I'm either speculating about or I'm joking about.
It's just, sometimes I'm thinking about her.
And then when it comes to like, I know this, I'll say that. I'll specify, like, I know this or I feel this or this is what I think. Mm-hmm. Like, I'll specify that when I go to say something like that.
Right.
Other than that, everything else is like either speculation or a joke.
That's why I tell people, it's like, it's 100% honesty. It's 100% me.
Yeah,
it may not be your truth. It may not be serious. It may not be.
I'm definitely going to be serious.
You know what I mean? It may be comedic. It may be nonsense.
It may be serious, but I'm going to break it in with some comedy. I'm going to say something that I'm going to be like riff on it a little bit because I can't be serious for 5 minutes.
Yeah, and if I am serious for 5 minutes, someone is either in trouble. Or,
it's a bad time.
Or it's just there's that much,
especially in conversation. About. In conversation, though, I mean, like serious for 5 minutes, easy. But in conversation, to be serious for 5 minutes in conversation, it's not going to happen. I'm going to break a joke. I'm going to crack a joke.
Yeah,
I'm going to make a little bit of something. Anything for a laugh. That's what Kim says. Anything for a laugh, huh, Josh? I was like, yeah, sometimes. I'll take the lowbrow every time.
Yeah.
I'll take the lowbrow every time. If it's hacky, I don't give a fuck. Hacky gets a laugh every once in a while.
I will make fun of my fucking self if I need to.
I may go highbrow too, but if I have to take the lowbrow to break up that little 2 minutes of serious conversation and take that hacky joke to get a little seriously, I'll take it.
Yeah,
I'll take it.
Yeah, because when it's not only if they do the ah or that stuff, it's like, I know they understand one way or another.
Yeah.
But
so
yeah,
I can't remember exactly where we were. That's what I'm laughing at.
I don't either.
We were talking about I'm being offensive and why we don't talk. Yeah.
But it got to the kind of the point.
Why I talk more now, like I spew.
Like it's well, sometimes maybe, but I'm not too much better because sometimes I'm a verbal overthinker, if that makes sense. So it's like it's the same deal where like you get that. I've learned that as well with people. It's like for me, I felt like as an early kid, I got to a point where I was easily annoyed with people, and I can be now, but I got to a point where I didn't have that like thing. That emotional cue that clicked in my head that was like, hey, you might need to shut up like 20 minutes ago. But like then as a kid, like sure I learned that as a kid. And then I'm at the point now where it's like, okay, I've experienced things. I know things. I've seen things. It's not just Like, yeah, my dad's taught me some things. My dad's learned me some things. I know some things from my mom and things she's taught me. But it's like you get to a point where it's like, okay, I know these things for sure. I don't know them. I know and understand them instead of I just know them because
I know them as much as the next person.
Exactly. I've been reiterated this
at least
information.
as much as the next person.
It's not just hearsay. I have my own backup now. I have my own experience to go with it or what have you. And it's like, but so like you're saying, it gets to a point now where I'm starting to learn things about the world. I'm starting to, it's I learned that from a few decent people. I don't make a good one, but they, have mentioned the fact of possibly. I don't know if it's the way I tell stories and I just explain things, but for whatever reason, it's a comedic talent for me. So,
oh yeah,
it's something to explore to an extent.
Definitely. That's like a little meta story.
Yeah.
Like that's one of the reasons that I chose you as one of the person that I wanted to do something with like this, because I've tried doing a podcast before. I got like 3 or 4 episodes into it, but it was just me by myself.
I get you.
And it was very, very comedic, very similar to this. Honestly, there's not much difference to it.
I get you.
But yeah, really. Like, besides the fact that it was just one person talking,
it's another person's input to that as well.
And so, me realizing that, so again, with not talking very much, I mean, like what Kim says is like, before 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago, I couldn't look her in the eye when I would come into the store to buy stuff. Like I couldn't look. I wouldn't not talk to anybody at work, even today, if I was the same way.
I get that.
If I was the same way, I still, to this day, I might talk to 3 people. But now I'm like willing to joke with Caitlin. I talk to Kate, I don't really talk to him very much, but I'm fine with interacting with Josie and Brooklyn and all them.
I kind of keep my distance and kind of watch what I say, but yeah,
But I'm perfectly fine with starting up a conversation.
Yeah.
And talking to everybody else at the store. Everybody. I'm fine with having conversations with customers. Customers will come up and start talking to me. I'll start talking to them, or we'll have a little exchange or whatever. If I was the way that I was before 2 years ago, I wouldn't even do that. I would literally be like, "Do you need a bag? Okay, a receipt." And that would be it. You don't get. Have a good day. I hope your weekend is good. How are you doing? I'm doing good. How about you? Looking forward to the weekend? Like I'm literally making a small talk. You are
a person.
Yeah, the small talk. I'm not just like trying to be there just to do the job real quick.
And get the shit done. Yeah.
Yeah. And so all of that change made me realize that I really enjoy comedy. I started doing the stand-up and was like, I love doing this. I realized that I'm not hilarious, but I'm funny. Yeah, I've got a weird mind that has a weird
point of view on things that just describes and analyzes things.
Can get a laugh, and that's all I need. It's
just in that right way, yeah.
And so
I've watched my dad explain stories.
That kind of pushed me towards the podcast in the first place, was the comedy stuff.
I get that.
And then my dad's told he's hilarious by everybody who talks like on the game. Everybody thinks he's hilarious.
That's the same way with my dad. His comedy is
different than mine.
Yes,
but I get why he's funny, because he's been funny to me in the past too.
Oh, my dad was I could say dad is where, like, other than the shit that I just find funny myself, like you said, you're I feel like 50%, if not more, of my comedic understanding and learning has come from Dad and how he tells stories and the shit, the way he just describes things.
It was beneficial having 2 dads too, in the aspect of like, so I got like so this is the meld of it. My dad is my father is very unserious, very Like he doesn't want to really have very serious conversations unless they pop up, like just barely ever. It's a lot of like if he's on being social, in the aspect of like being social. If he's being social, he wants to crack a joke probably like every 2 minutes, if not more. Like he is very much like
he keeps that high level.
Yeah, he just turns everything that you say into some sort of sexual innuendo,
or
some sort of joke,
comes to
some sort of
mind.
fucking some sort of anything that he can come up with. Any that kind of situation, like sexual innuendo, maybe stereotypes, whatever
poop joke,
whatever those that, and that's part of where I get the hacky from. I'm okay with like just twisting a word, making
funny.
it mean and something different. And so that was part of the process of like, I get what you're saying, the learning from your dad a little bit.
It's like you get that,
and
you take it, make your own.
The seriousness comes from my mom. She's very, very UFO conspiracy theories, all that kind of shit that I bring into it. And then and this is one of the reasons I picked you.
That was 50-50. It was either storytelling or you don't fucking do that.
So that's a
like it was.
You got
it was
that aspect from one person, anyways.
Mom was very much the okay. We don't hoss everything. We nurture some things. We be gentle. Gentle. Don't choke the dog. Gentle. Don't leave your fucking car Hot Wheels. Like,
as I should be.
Yeah, Mom was very much the nurturer, where Dad was very much the okay, one way or another, we're gonna learn some shit. And sometimes it was with a comedic manner of telling the story of how he stuck a fucking pocket knife in the side of a semi-tire and then watched it disappear out the fucking window of the warehouse. Because he was like, yeah, Hunter, do not do that. Do not hold it when it does that. No, don't do that. Don't listen to your coworker tell you that they need a pot because it's bad, so you stab a fucking hole in the side of it because that's what you're supposed to do. No. He goes, and my mom goes, he had his wrist in we say a spray of a brace, but it was really just a tightly wrapped ace bandage because that's how we were. And I'm like, all right. He's like, yeah, don't do that because the amount of pressure per inch in that tire shoots that fucker faster than a bullet out of your hand, Hunter. No, that he's like, we're glad that wasn't pointing upwards because it would have came back and probably killed us. But we don't know whether we don't know where that knife is. That is maybe in someone right now, or when it happened.
It's still in orbit.
Yeah, like he's just like.
It went through a couple walls and it's actually in orbit now.
You just cut back to him and this other dude just standing like, damn, that happened. And then like 4 parks away, there's just like someone's dog that just gets like their face obliterated by the side of this knife, and they're just like, you just hear just a little bit of like, just a tad, and then just poof.
Some old lady comes out, Manny, no!
Yeah.
What happened?
Here's the mail, Nanny. And she's like on the leash at the end of the thing, just flopping around.
Oh.
But yeah, that was his very much. He was the one where we either got shit done or we learned what not to do. Yeah. And Mom was more of the just like, she worked a lot after Dad got hurt and Dad was keeping shit together at the house. So after that point, like, yeah, Dad was a stay-at-home dad. So you just got like hard asshole with stay in your room and be quiet. And then Mom would get home from work and it was, about the same thing. And then you came out and made dinner and then you did went back in your room and you went to bed, went to school.
Basic life.
Yeah, pretty much. You know, it's. But yeah, it's
post 2000s, anyways.
Before Dad got hurt, it was very like
post 2010s, really. That's when it comes.
Yeah, Mom was
a little bit further.
2010s, 29, I think. But yeah, after that point, it kind of switched. So it went from Mom being nurturing and Dad being never home. It was Dad being home and be like, well, no, this is we gotta do and we gotta get done. So yeah, thanks.
Yeah, I don't know.
And then you went and did it because you didn't want what come next.
Piss again,
dude. I don't blame him right there.
I guess we'll probably call it quits.
Yeah, our punishments were like they started grounding us and spanking us, and then for whatever reason that didn't work. And then their next option was like stand in the corner and on one foot, but don't touch the corner. Like don't lean on the corner. But then
it's an interesting one.
Okay, it's okay. While you're doing that, and you're standing on one foot, hold a 20-pound fucking sand hand weight over your head, and if you drop it, you're getting your ass whooped. And then you gotta go back over there and try all that shit again.
Nose to the doorknob.
Yeah, that
hands
too.
Hands behind the back.
Yep.
It was one of the worst ones. Besides the ass whippings with a belt or board.
we had a board about yay long with a handle on it, and on one side of it said attitude adjuster. And that was after
don't smack a kid in the face.
Yeah.
Nature provided a better place.
Yeah.
What it said. Yeah, we developed us into this, and that's again like the community value that's why I chose to ask you to do this, because I was like we had good conversations, and the fact that like the comedy scene is there, and that's like as much as I want to be informational about like the weird shit, it will always come in a comic.
There's always gonna be some kind of
and then really I've never really considered like the whole taking it back further into like the skits and like shit like that until recently.
I've kind of found that sometimes I am not necessarily very bad, but when it comes to that comedic sense, and it may be the over imaginative dealio, but I do have a habit of taking a joke and not necessarily just running with it, but then running it into this, like, adding layers upon layers upon layers of detail that just kind of adds more, if not zanity to it.
Yeah, it becomes very Key and Peele in your head a little bit to aspect, but like it's got little aspects
of things.
Not just Key and Peele, but it's like
it gives it reason.
Stanley
it gives it lore.
Kubrick of Key and Peele. So Stanley Kubrick was famous with like every scene, or like Quentin Tarantino, every scene means something. There's some sort of something detailed in there that ties into the movie or things like that. But it's also Key and Peele in the aspect that's like ridiculous comedy.
Like it's a rabbit hole of nonsense.
Yeah, but it all like ties in together somehow.
There's a relevancy between the some extent of it.
And mine's more just like this is why it goes good, because mine's more just like an overarching ideal, and then I just kind of spitball things that seem like they'd be comedic, and so it's more like just like I just feel like I've listened also like I can't remember who it was. Adam Carolla. Adam Carolla was in an interview, and he was talking about how he was doing the Man Show with Jimmy Fallon, and it was just like once they got to like 100 episodes or something like that, they were like, yeah, we've kind of done everything that we can think of to do, like skit wise. And I was like, so that's like, and I watched like Trevor Wallace and Zach Justice. I watched like their little skits and shit that they do too, and I'm like, I could definitely do things like that, like
make more
in the
branch
aspect
off
of
on.
like come up with the writing material of the things to do, and I could definitely. So something like I've always been able to easily portray being sick.
I get that.
So if I want to miss something or something like that, like I can easily portray it. And then I get into these characters with Kim, even the kids. I got a crazy monkey, and I got Jim Bob Jameson, and Crazy Monkey, and then I got a guy named Jose, and I can get into this like gangster walk, and I have these abilities of being able to like get into this character. I've done this when I was on TikTok.
There was one time with Blake,
the Scottish video where I was talking Scottish.
I get you. I smacked my fucking head sideways, and I was like, "Oops, I forget there's that thing back there." He wasn't paying attention, but I was behind him, and I was just like fucking like, I was just like this, just walking. Or like that ape thing we did the other day. Yeah, I do all kinds of stupid shit like that all the time.
So it's like, so I feel like we definitely have the potential to get into the aspect of like being the character that we want to portray. These skits and stuff like that.
Yeah. I have a bad habit of an ego.
And so like all that's really recently of me thinking like it'd be interesting to do something like that, to get somebody who can control the camera and get a couple other people. Because it can even be, it doesn't have to be necessarily local, but it would be nice to be local. But they don't have to be local if they're giving us ideas on like this is what the character needs to do or the set needs to be. Like if
they're advising us from afar, kind of deal.
Yeah, like us. just a team of people basically to help us create this stuff. Is that has been a recent thought process to mine. Originally, it was just like just want to have good conversations, have fun, and explore all these weird concepts and shit like that. And then in potentially future, get to interview other people and stuff like that. But I feel like we could also do that, and we're like it doesn't have to be.
That don't have to limit us. That doesn't
exactly.
Have to be
we don't have. We can't be comedic, or we don't have to not. We don't have to be comedic or serious. We could be comedic and serious simultaneously. We could be seriously comedic. We can be comedically serious.
Yeah.
Like go to a protest and be like, "Oh, it's so terrible what they're doing." I fully just like
guys
lay it on too far.
Yeah, like guys. Come on now.
They're stealing all the immigrants. I have that problem in my city too. They keep coming around and catching all the cats and caging them. I think they're taking their dicks and cutting them off even. This is bullshit. I agree. Anti-immigration. Anti-cat capture.
Yeah, like start getting pissed off. Yes. I have a very good habit of acting pissed off or acting retarded.
Yeah.
I mean, I have accent as well, but it's like, it's just going out
and I think it would be awesome, not only just like funny to like show those videos and to do that stuff, but the experience of actually going out there and doing it would be fucking so much fun. Getting out there and just being overacting in these certain areas. These people don't know. You go to
shop for a Walmart, like these are strangers. You're just doing a goof bunch of bullshit.
I've been so serious and like confined my whole life that now I'm like realizing that I've got this whole aspect to me that wants to do these crazy shit and do this.
It's not like you want to jump off a fucking bridge with no bungee cord attached.
No, but I want to.
It's like you want to tiptoe the line. You want to see what's on the edge.
Yeah, and so it's.
I feel those.
It's that kind of thing. Is like that's where I feel like the potential. But again, at the beginning, all circles back. The cone is open.
Yeah, the tree branches are out there. It's It's like I don't want to go and like snort a line of crack off of like somebody's stomach. Well, as far as I know of, not today. But it's like if I decide I want to go fucking like snowboarding or sledding down Mount Everest. It's like maybe I do want to do that.
Yeah. Yeah, shit, we could be fucking at a rally one day, some protest, and then the next week we're out fucking documenting what it's like to go elk hunting. like completely opposite of the board, and yet still having the same comedic and not just the comedic, but like genuine reactions of like what we're doing, like
just humanity doing humanity.
Exactly.
And
I
being
just,
like, here.
I don't know, guys. We'll see what all happens.
Yeah.
Share, subscribe, share everywhere. Hit the little notification bell. I'm talking to you. I know who you are.
Yes.
Hit the notification bell, and when we get ready to go live, it'll tell you.
Yes. We want to
Helps
know.
us too.
We want you to know.
We appreciate it, bro.
Yes.
We appreciate it.
Most definitely.
You follow us on Twitter. It's C_U_M. Those are all capital. And then Guzzlers. So capital C _ capital U _ capital M Guzzlers at Twitter at X.
Yes.
Official. And y'all have a good night. Take it easy.
Stay safe and warm. Please be safe and warm in your house. Who's twerking?